Hey guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Talk Time with Ashley Nicole. Only on WTMH Radio and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. But don't tell nobody that I told y'all that. Hope everybody is staying warm tonight. It has been cold as hell everywhere. I know that kind of didn't really make sense, but y'all kind of get the dramatics that I meant when I said it's been cold as hell. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and bump this real quick. Columbus, Ohio. Dre Singleton, rock with him. DRAESINGLETON. You could get this on his latest album, Felonious Relationships. Trust me, you don't want to sleep on this. I'll get right back to y'all as soon as y'all bump this. If I catch you in traffic, it's automatic. I'ma pull up with that stick. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, let me see the booty leg. Juice, let me see the booty leg. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Let me see the booty leg. Juice, let me see the booty leg. She just caught her away. Trying to get rid of that little stomach. Fuck with the truth, man. I can help you lose the tummy. I put it on your back. I fuck your friend if you listen. She pulling up like a cherry. Don't fuck with no babies, no cherry. Can't fuck with no babies, no cherry. What I got me a young bitch, I'm switching again. 21, that's so much fun. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, let me see the booty make. Juice, let me see the booty make. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, watch baby got a booty on me. Juice, let me see the booty make. Juice, let me see the booty make. Hey guys, hope everybody's staying warm. I know I just said that, but I had to make sure that y'all staying warm. Love Stars by Triple Red, making requests. Yes, make some requests, some underground artists. We'll make sure that we go ahead and rock out with them. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me tonight. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all sitting here looking at y'all phone or y'all computer or whatever. Appreciate y'all. Tonight we have a great show. My girl Dominica is in the building. Make sure y'all follow her. Dominica, give them your social media information so they can catch all it. Let me tell y'all something. Nika's a character, okay? She gonna have y'all like, I'm about to subscribe to her, okay? Be out what the hell? Simply Put, come on, girl, right? Instagram, Snapchat, Simply Put, SIMPLII_PUT, Facebook, Dominica Carey. You already know. That's right. So you guys, I've known Dominica. Damn, Nika, we got some years now. I know, right? Oh, we got some years now. I met Nika, let me tell y'all, if you're familiar with Pretty Cartel, Dominica was my very first customer. I was. She was the first person to ever buy anything that I sold. So shout out to Dominica for that. Yes. Appreciate that. Then after that, me and her just became so cool. And then I was like, you know what? I need a model. You trying to model or not? Like, hey, shit, wrong with this? Oh, yes, I can do this. And then, it just kind of happened. Hey, Lamar, you guys, everybody knows Lamar. Lamar's in the building. Hey. But, yeah, then outside of that, me and Nika, model together. She would turn up with me. We go to birthday parties, all that other good stuff. Nika's a good friend of mine. Her boys and my boys have played together. We done had sleepovers, all that good stuff. So she's back in town. I had to make sure I got her up here today so she can contribute to the show tonight. I ain't gonna try to act. I need for you to go ahead and let loose tonight. I need for y'all to be. I need for you to give them 100%, Nika. 100. Not 92. Not 92. Okay. That's slacking. Okay. Steph said, "Hi, Nika Boo." Hi, Steph. She said, "Hey." So tonight, you guys, days of dating with Ashley Nicole. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna just throw that out there now. So if you guys have anything dating related you want to ask and talk about, you want some feedback, or if you just want to jump in our conversations that we're discussing, make sure you go ahead and leave it in the comment box. I gave y'all the number. If you need the number again, just tell me and I'll tell y'all, because I'm not about to turn around and give it to y'all because I can never remember this number.
614-781-0754.
There you go, Phillip Bufford.
Yes.
So I just threw that out there. But right now, I think it's best for us to just jump in what everybody's been talking about, this H&M situation. Seeing what's going on with H&M.
The coolest monkey. The coolest monkey in the jungle.
The coolest monkey in the jungle, you guys. Tell me how y'all feel about that. I'm going to say how I feel about it, okay? I get it. I get it. They made a big mistake. I don't know if they overlooked that or if that was intentional, but I will tell you this. Shirt, without seeing that little boy wear it, would you still buy it for your child? My answer is yes. My boys have shirts that say stuff like this cute little monkey or whatever, and a whole bunch of monkeys all over their stuff. You know, animals from the zoo kind of are good for fit the boy theme. I think that they should have put that shirt on somebody else, and they would have been fine with it. But I feel like looked at everybody saying this is in Europe. They kind of overlooked that. You know. I'm not saying that they did, but maybe they did. For me, I get it a way that they can come back from this. America is an American community. We're extremely, because a lot has happened, and you can't just throw something out there and think we're not gonna clap back. You just can't. So if I seen that hoodie, be the first one that I would buy. But if I had an option to buy it, I wouldn't have a problem with buying. Personally, I wouldn't think racially when I saw it until you put two and two together. Then it becomes a racial issue for me.
I wouldn't have never bought it from mine because, again, just having my children are 100% Black.
Right.
So already going through the scrutiny of American, just to even bring that type of attention.
Right.
It's just like, you know, have horse things that, you know, you've seen going around the country and seeing one of things. That's like, right. There's just some things that, you know, we're not going to do to bring to ourselves.
That kind of attention.
At all.
What?
Okay, so
I was you know, I don't know what happened.
So H&M just posted an ad.
IRS, so.
Uncle Sam was chasing him, y'all. He was like,
I've been trying to avoid the 3-letter alphabet, boy. So you talking about H&M like that's a 2-letter alphabet. So I'm trying to avoid.
You're right. He got some real problems. Real problems.
You know, so, if I can upgrade to a 2-letter alphabet, boy, I'd be great. But it was all of them. You know, ABC, DVD.
DVD.
Exactly.
Hames her way. I mean, they all trying to come at me.
So let me tell you, H&M just posted an ad for some hoodies.
Okay.
One was a white. A black kid.
White kid, black kid.
The white kid had on a shirt that said "strongest." Don't quote me. If you guys know it correctly, the correct lingo, please correct me. The white kid had on a shirt that says something like "strongest tiger in the jungle, very brave," something of that nature.
Okay.
While the black kid had on that said,
"Oh."
That because that's not acceptable. Respect.
Yeah, they might that real all the way.
They didn't. And me and my mom talked about it, and she was saying, you know what happens sometimes? There's always someone who makes a decision on who wears what.
Yeah.
Pretty cartels. You always figure out who wears what. Yeah. Honestly, there probably wasn't a black person to make that call or to bring that up. Yeah. That's a possibility.
But then you have to think about how many people do you really have around you that would have really this international accepted. Like not one single person was like, oh my God, kid is the coolest monkey in the book.
Yeah.
Like that's
Steph said, hell no, Ash. Not for boys. Color about that bag. And that's another thing too. Steph's absolutely
That's another.
Where was she at during the photo shoot?
Question.
Because I will tell you that this is what can happen. Sometimes have a specific shirt. I know when I was a pretty cartel, the dolls are pretty cartel. I would have everything assigned for this person to wear this person to wear this. Show up, or something didn't fit, or something, whatever went wrong. Okay, swap it out, put it on this person. But his mom in the midst of that photo shoot when he got behind that camera. There was no one that stopped this from happening at any point in time or saying, hey, we cannot do this.
I will say
and then the picture had to get edited.
There
was a whole process. Nowhere that and truthfully, I'm gonna go back on my Europe is not really an excuse because I've lived in Europe and Europe has racism as well.
Of course.
We lived in, I will say the most time, the one nation that I was with racism, we lived Malia. Malia is known as an enclave, which means that it's connected to Africa, but it is technically Spain.
Okay.
You have your Africans there, and then you had your Spain. Every time I walk past an African, they would have the basketball games because I was there because my son's dad played basketball.
You were the little boy, the cool in the jungle ad. Like, that's going to bring about attention that, that kid might.
It's not necessarily going to be positive attention. And the thing about life and the thing about social media is that with all bad, there can come some good. But as of right now, to see all, we ain't even trying to accept all that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what it comes down to. So, couple of people jumping in right now. Flashy Living Yearly said facts. Got some people waving and stuff like that. Chime in, you guys. If you guys have an opinion, you want to talk about this H&M, let's go ahead. YouTube, you see Phillip over here waving like
Lord,
Big Mama.
right.
Wait, you got that kind of wave. You get this kind of wave. You be like,
hey guys.
I'm gonna wave at somebody like that. I'm gonna be like,
I'm like,
who is the this girl? You're gonna end up on Snapchat. You're gonna end up on Snapchat. Let me tell you. I don't know if Steph is still in here.
Wait, somebody calling.
Somebody's calling. Let's see.
Caller, you are live.
Talk to me. What happened? Hello?
Did you just hang up, caller?
Did my caller just hang up?
Did you do us like that?
I thought the caller just hung up.
They should tell you something. Do not call my show and hang up. I'm too good to y'all.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Right.
Disrespectful.
Y'all better put some respect on my name.
Respect.
Yeah. I was going to be. I forgot to ask him.
And then I was like, please not put let's put the respect.
Yes,
all them K's on there.
Respectedness on it.
Make sure you spit when you say respect. That's the respect you better have when it comes to calling in.
Respectedness.
Because we don't get a lot of callers.
Respectedness.
So when we do,
going down.
Respectedness.
So we have an update while we're waiting for that respectedness. One of our viewers, C. Sunny Martin, said, FYI, This is what I meant when I said there's a blessing behind stuff like that. Allegedly, Diddy today offered that kid $1 modeling contract.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stop, won't stop. Woo! I love Diddy, man.
Man, can I just chime in real fast and be like, that's how you change somebody. You just went and gave that baby $1 million contract.
Set him up.
Now,
but I don't know how I feel about that. Willing to do this for allegedly 10 racks. What's she gonna do with $1 million? Where's that $1 million going to? Is that $1 million going to last? Is he going to? Yeah.
What's that one little white boy? That's his mom was out there with the ghost.
Yes. No, we ain't talking to me tonight. The bully getting bullied.
He did. He did him a shout out to you.
Diddy got good intentions, though. I will say that he got good intentions.
I mean, yeah, he did what he could do. Unfortunately, you can't control people's parenting.
Nope.
But he saw an injustice and he did what he could do.
Absolutely. Shout out to Diddy. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes. Shout out to Katrina. Right now, we're talking about the H&M situation. So if you want to jump in. Katrina, we got somebody in here rooting for you right now.
He is jumping against him. But now diverging back to the whole little change people's lives again. That is something that really is changing lives.
It is.
Did y'all Celebrity Hollywood Squares? When one of they asked the questions, they asked T.I. As a matter of fact, question
he was on Hollywood Squares.
He was on Hollywood Squares.
I'm sure.
Okay. But they asked T.I. Hello, we talking about the game.
Okay.
JC on.
Okay.
To change, since this is on social media, don't quote me directly. Okay. But it was something about what did he do to change the life of between 4 to 6 kids? This the game. What y'all thought he did to change the life of a single mother with 4 to 6 kids?
He did something. Hearing something in social media that the game
he did. He sure did. Oh, he sure goddamn did.
He gave her 7 kids.
That might have even been more beneficial to her.
That probably would have been beneficial because some of that game be in her life.
I'm gonna give you
more than one way.
You got 6 kids, but none of their dads is famous. I'm gonna give you a 7th one
and some names
with the name recognition.
More.
It's gonna be the game Junior.
So do y'all? What did the game do?
The game's life that he gave to this woman for her and her 4 to 6 kids.
900.
Listen, when T.I. said it, even okay, what's 900 the center on this? Even the N-word on the damn thing. Even that nigga was like, I know the 900 that got to be false. I know the game. That shit was true, y'all. $900 goddamn dollars.
And he just
did. What did he do to change the life?
I'm gonna tell you what he did. His ass was playing games. That's what he did. His name is the game. He was playing games.
He wasn't making no money. He was broke.
$900.
He was over a hot minute and then he fell off. That was probably a lot to him.
Now you know the gangster folks had to be, oh yeah, you know all the bought some drugs and flip that and that. I'm not about to deal with y'all. I'm not. But
not no woman with all them damn kids. That ain't even
buy a car.
That's not like for real. The person
that's not life changing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We all got our moments, and sometimes $900 can be enough to help.
I'm giving a car away.
That ain't life changing.
I'm giving a car away.
See,
listen,
that's even.
And that was only because Jesus wanted me to.
Shout out to Jesus.
If Jesus start harassing you, you be like,
shout out to Jesus one time.
My Savior, yes, Lord.
Started wishing I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car, so I would give it away. Give a car away. He gave $900.
$900 damn dollars.
He just made me give a car away, and she had to buy it for $1. And I complained about it, and he'd be like, "Give it." I was like, "What?"
Phillip gave away a car and a damn Snickers. Shout out. Clap it up.
But
For $1.
I wish somebody would give me a call for $1.
He stopped somebody from turning into a diva and gave him a Snickers.
Oh,
gave him a Snickers. You know,
not yourself.
You know, when you're hungry, you get hangry.
Yeah, I know I do. I know I do.
900. Even the dude had to be like, nah, I know that's a. I
wouldn't have took that.
$900.
Is this a mistake?
$9,000.
How exactly did he present that to her? $900.
Listen, they did not elaborate on.
Hey, Tiffo.
They shouldn't even ask that question.
Like seriously,
that shouldn't even have been the one.
$900. That was a question.
That was disrespectful
on national TV.
National
Squares.
Hollywood.
And then listen, y'all. Don't tell them I said this. Hollywood Squares ain't shit either for making that a damn question. That's what I'm saying. And putting it on blast. Because ain't nobody even know that.
No, I disagree. I will put that on there. If you do it, I'm putting it on there. Yes. Hollywood, and it's Hollywood Squares. Yes. Hollywood Squares. What did the game ask? $100. But actually, y'all get that. 900 hashtag $900.
$900.
Spin 900. Hashtag spin 900.
When y'all watch Will and on 900, you be mad as hell. Like
it's always the black person.
900. Yeah. Yep.
I'll take you for listen. I'm not even gonna go down that right. Hollywood Squares, y'all dead. Last night.
I agree with y'all. Y'all do it again. Do it again.
Trife. Just trife.
When it's Hollywood Square.
Trifling.
When you trifling on Hollywood Squares.
I know T.I. picked up his phone.
It's,
the game, like, bruh.
I hope he did.
You see how the kids just keep going up?
No, you could have just
46. It went to 7.
Because I'm a single mom and every damn kid counts. Okay?
Everyone.
The kids in the next room.
All your kids count.
You slip up, you gonna find them on my taxes. Don't y'all. I'm running from the alphabet boys.
No child need to be left behind.
None. I need to catch up.
You guys, I see a couple of people joining in. Make sure you guys share. I mentioned this earlier. We got one request. I'm gonna make sure we jump on that in a second. If you have an underground artist that you want to listen to, and leave it in the comment section so I can make sure we get that played.
Make sure your underground artist is published so we can
that
find them.
That too.
Oh, please, yeah.
They be asking for Junebug, and Junebug ain't got an album out, but he got a lot of mixtapes that
that's
not put on YouTube.
Junebug right about now.
Right.
Please be published. So,
at least illegally.
Something.
Just be available on YouTube. We ain't even gotta know what Junebug's ass look like. Music. That's all. So we just put them on air real quick. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do.
Exposure.
Put some respect on Junebug name real quick. And also, I want to let you guys know one more time because I got some people coming in and out. Tonight we doing Dating with Ashley Nicole. I'm gonna play some music in a second. To these dating questions. This is where it's gonna get fun. I need you guys to share. Make sure if you got somebody that's at the house with you, you're on your way, whatever, make sure you get them so we can jump in this. I'm gonna shout that number out to you guys too, so that if you want to call in and talk about it, you can leave some comments, all that other stuff. I got a couple of good topics. Dating with Ashley Nicole. So I can find this underground artist. So one of my viewers, Fisher614 on Instagram, make sure you guys follow him. Shout out to him. Consistently, time with Ashley Nicole. No, I am forever grateful for you guys that are consistent, even when you just drop that. So he wants to hear a song called. This way, I wish I could show y'all the fact that he just answered the phone.
I'm live right on ready right now. Let me call you back.
So what happens when you're on air and your phone ring?
There's some calls you just can't miss.
Some calls you can't miss. I'm telling y'all now, I'm hoping for y'all, my viewers on Instagram that don't nobody call, because y'all gonna have to go if I get that call.
Hey, I'm on the radio right now. Let me call you back.
He can't even hear because he got his headphones on. Okay. He can't even hear what they saying back.
You know, that's the part. Like, you know, when you take a call, you gotta just say, I can't talk right now. Oh, but I can't talk right now. Because that's what fellas be messing up. Y'all be your chick be calling, and you know you see it.
That's why you gotta mess with a grown ass man. Because I finally realized that I wasn't messing with grown ass men. And grown ass men now, that's what they do. Hey, I'm doing this. Let me call you back, or let me text you real quick. I'm doing this.
Everybody saw. I took
Communication is key, guys. But let me rewind for 2 seconds. Shout out to Tiffany. I went to Tiff. We went to elementary, middle, and I think we went to high school together. So shout out to Tiff. She's been watching from time to time when I was doing dating with Ashton too. So this is what she said. We rewinding just for a second back to H&M. Ashley, I have a question. Why is everybody so upset about the H&M picture and logo of the shirt, but be the same ones who purchased Jordan sneakers, which in fact he said, I don't make sneakers for blacks. No, you didn't go off subject. We just finished talking about that. Somebody I was talking to yesterday was talking about Jordan, and a lot of people don't know this, that Jordan isn't.
But that's not, I'm a pause, because are we sure? Because I remember that and somebody was like, it's a white man named Michael Jordan. Okay. Michael Jordan that's blacks, and I've tried to actually do research, and I've never been able to find a connection between the black Michael Jordan and Jails, because I remember that because they was like, "Oh, go LeBron," because that's in that. And
someone brought it up last night too, and was to counter that or to support that. My theme is Chicago Bulls. I love the history behind the Chicago Bulls. They're not great right now, but that's my team. And someone brought it up. The Bulls have not paid homage to Michael Jordan. Why? Because he just kind of don't mess with them like that. Like, he's so focused. He's whitewashed. If I'm just being honest, I don't really support the black community when it comes to stuff like that, or just where he started.
No, you definitely know. I definitely know that Michael Jordan's name in black communities as it should, right? Because we definitely are buying shoes. But
I never got
slow down on rent for some Jordans, standing out in line for some Jordans.
I'm a grown ass man and never had any Jordans.
We gotta get Phillip some Jordans, y'all. We're gonna set up a GoFundMe.
That's the only time.
It ain't gonna be with my money. So GoFundMe. Okay.
I created GoFundMe, you guys. I'll never buy. Look, I go to the thrift store.
Get you some. There you go.
Look, I'll be like, I pop some cash at the thrift store.
Right. Going to Tuesday, half off.
I take that same money for them Jordans and go into the thrift store like I'm Diddy.
But I'm gonna just summarize somewhat of what we were saying early. It's definitely not acceptable. Anyway, so.
I'm taking over here. I gotta do something now.
Yeah.
She got distracted.
Now I'm turning super red. H&M. Yes. Anyway, go on.
Shower, you got a Sigma on air.
Hey, so back to H&M, y'all.
Back to Sigmas.
Might as well for the kids.
Shout out to the Omega Psi Phi.
I'm still gonna say Phi Beta Sigma. Shout out to my sorority sisters, Zeta Phi Beta.
So we got a little debate going on here. A little bit of a debate. Angelus Complexus said people that buy Jordans aren't upset about H&M. Understand the racial imagery. And I agree wholeheartedly too, a tiny bit.
Wait, is he saying people that buy Jordans aren't?
Yeah, because I can't talk about this because not everybody's going to understand the lingo. Some people are going to take it another way. It's just hard talking about racial situations. It's just hard.
You said way so.
Way too. Listen, y'all. I had. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I had 2 shots. Must be one, but when you're dealing with people who got heavy hands.
Sorry.
And I just got that text, y'all. So I'm just like
heavy hands too.
Distracted, like
whoa, bitch.
I guess I should ask. Like, a lot of the stream designers aren't designing clothes for black people.
We just
like, so are we upset more so at the ones that are blatantly coming out and saying, "Hey, this ain't for black people," or is
we just
okay?
messed up? We just kind of messed up as a people, and we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, honestly, because we try to come together on a lot of things. We do. Us to be when we come together, of us that don't come together.
Absolutely.
When there's so many of us that have to be that have no problem with following and accepting the statistics, or following and accepting a certain level or a certain class or a certain whatever. When we don't, Diddy's a prime example of, I love this Black excellence movement that Diddy is doing, because I feel like everyone is capable of that. 100%. And that's what makes it hard with this debate, because this is going to be probably this probably ain't going nowhere till Valentine's Day. We need a holiday to switch. Some people that buy Jordans are going to, people that buy Jordans ain't not going to care. Yeah, that's the hard thing about it. It's people that don't buy Jordans. I'm going to be honest. They don't care. It ain't got nothing. That's how it is with anything Black. Anything that happens in the African American community, you're always going to get some people that are extremely passionate about it. But you also I ain't about to say, what that got to do with me?
Right.
That's the hard part about taking us seriously as a community, because they're always going to have, the same comeback that they have when we talk about, police brutality and the things that are happening in the city, in inner city communities. Because the first thing that comes out of their mouth, when police officers are killing African American men or, people, but what about Black on Black crime? That's why we can't. That's one of the reasons, one of the hard things.
But everything also starts within home.
Absolutely.
The education that you have. A lot of people are lacking knowledge.
That's it right there.
Going to be concerned with what you are adjusted to being concerned with.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, you have to take people and let them say, this is important from your perspective. But let me give you this perspective so that you understand why this needs to go this way.
One of those, like everything else, we all have an option, and you can. I haven't mentioned it on social media because I just had that to do. I told y'all, 2018, I'm trying to be a changed woman. I'm trying to respond and not. That's my thing. Because, honey, one person to say something to your green eyes and I'm yellow. Let me tell you something. You're gonna catch the wrath. The wrath. Like I always say, that jersey gonna come out real quick.
Listen, man, I'm completely unfiltered all 20.
And you don't want Nika problems. Let me tell y'all something about Nika real quick, okay? Nika's on World Star. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't want them problems. Nika made it to World Star. You don't want them problems. No, listen, y'all, we laughing.
I saw the video. We
laughing because I love her. But I'm dead ass. Nika's on World Star. Don't come. Don't come.
I will be at the house
unless you're prepared. Don't come unless you're prepared.
Stop playing. I mean, I felt so I just be on the lookout. Y'all thought TLC there's crazy. Listen, bringing it to TMH, baby. It's gonna get crazy.
It's about to get. If you guys have any questions, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into some music real quick.
You still didn't give me that name though.
And I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna scroll back up. So the song for Instagram he wants to hear is called "Love Scars." It's by Triple Red, TRI. It's 2 P's, 2 D's.
Oh hell!
Regular how it's the letter.
Right.
Wait, is it Trippy Red?
Wait.
Trippy.
My bad. Trippy.
Go on,
Trippy. And what's the name of the song? I found.
So if you guys have any underground artists you want to drop it in the comments, I'll make sure we do that.
I'm pretty good at finding music on the fly.
Listen, if y'all want to call in, Phillip, what's that number? Give them the number one time.
The number is 614-781-0754. For all those people that can listen fast, 614-781-0754.
He ain't talking fast, you just listening slow. Ooh.
That's it. That's it. You heard me just say that before there, yeah.
I did.
Took one of my lives. Copy. You got the right. Those are copyrights. You guys flip over to me. You got the right to copy. That's copyrights.
All right.
Hey, if you're making the world star again, you can use that too.
Okay.
You know, just quote me when you do it.
I got you.
When she can sit to world star again.
But I say if. I say if. No, scratch that.
Ain't no if, baby.
Yes.
When.
Right. I got you.
Actually, when you go, just call me. I go with you. I crazy.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't want the financial problems. I'm not. No.
But by that, by the time we world star, we be good.
Okay.
We'll be good.
I don't need them lawyers.
We're gonna call the game. He's gonna get 900. Then he's gonna give us $1 million. We're gonna get a GoFundMe. We're gonna be good.
I got taxes, so I'm doing really good right about now.
We can always be Donald Trumps and not file taxes. So
boom.
Yeah, I'm black.
Hey, right.
No grabbing them by the pussy.
I'm chocolate.
Nope, no grabbing them by the,
I'm chocolate. I can't do it.
So you guys, again, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to talk about tonight, Dating with Ashley Nicole is about to come up. We're gonna go ahead and jump into Love Scars. Like I said, if you know any underground artists, you want to say that in the comments. It's about to get real. We just getting started. Talk time with Ashley Nicole, MH Radio, and Facebook and Instagram. Right back, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love 14. Sorry, I just want your love for a minute. Baby, you get really lieutenant. Swear I look every time. You won't get a dime, nah. Spin it. Hey, playing games with me, shot me, scrimmage. Swear that I did it. I do it, I does it. Hey, shout out my buddy, my water. My buzz is ball. I swear I'm blooded up fish, never going upstairs. Hey, these niggas is disgusting, something like 56. Your bitch was nasty as fuck, she got a little bit. It's not a buddy, cut it up, now I real high. Girl, you got me going out, babe. Girl, you got me real sad. Devil, baby, make me mad. Used to say we're love, now, hey, sorry, you're so fucked up. Used to say we're love, you got me so fucked up. Shawty, I don't need you anyway. I just sit back in my Balenciaga, sipping that lemonade, mixing it with innocent, dominating in the
You might have to have a freestyle episode, you guys. You might have to just start freestyle.
I'm screaming creep like yeah, taking it to the grave.
Oh, it's
the
a chick
wonder why I
already.
took the homie. No,
Oh, it's a chick. Hold on. Yes, this is right on 161 Saturdays. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, you went to the microphone off? I didn't know if you were still done talking.
Oh no, you can turn it off. I heard myself, so I was like, oh, it's on. We'll be back, you guys. Drop them little underground artists so we can make sure we get them played for you guys. We're taking requests and then we're gonna jump right into Dating with Ashley Nicole. Bring them dating questions. It's about to get real. Talk time with Ashley Nicole. W right back.
I live that street like that. Know how I do. Don't gotta be gangster. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. No, I don't. Why niggas move? I live that street like that, creep like nigga. Know how I do. Don't gotta be gangster. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. I'm from a town where them niggas sneaky. Who you think you creeping on? Where a nigga creep, you never know. A nigga keep it on me. I'm never lonely. With protection, I'm precocious. Never catch me focused. Let's be talking days open, and that's only if it's you can say so. I be late blowing Mary Molly on the plane. So then I can tell you, but I can tell you that I got plug ever say it, nigga. You got take this sale. Watch me dial up. Watch the money pile up. I want the raw child down from baby wild. And then they just creeped up on us. Was on their level, but they leaped up on us. Street like that creep life, nigga. Know how to. Don't gotta be gangster. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas. I live that street like that creep life, nigga. Know how. Gotta be gangster. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move. Know how niggas move.
Wow, this gets so hot when I watch these streams. I know that's right. It's so funny. Ash Nicole, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm in the middle of like texting and talking and all the other stuff. Do y'all know what time it is? Dating with Ashley Nicole time, you guys. And I got some topics, honey. I got some. We definitely are ready. If you guys have any topics or any questions, or you want some advice, or you want everybody to chime in on it, make sure that you go ahead and leave it in the comment box. And we mentioned the number earlier. You guys can call in. So we can jump it off real quick. Let's talk about I met you at the studio on Saturday when you came. Yeah, I know who you were when you dropped in. I know who people are. I don't just let people follow me or talk to. I know who everybody is. I'm good with stuff like that. So jumping into dating with Ashley Nicole, you guys. Take this slow, okay? We're gonna take baby steps, okay? Art of ghosting.
I was to say, I gotta get it off my chest. But go ahead.
I'm intrigued. What is this? Art of ghosting.
So the art of ghosting.
Because you probably do it.
AKA fall back, AKA disappear, AKA I ain't about to mess with you no more, AKA I'm about to give you an excurse.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And then we
was ghosted anymore.
I didn't know. Yeah. It's called ghosting.
It has an official title now.
No, it's called ghosting.
And now it's officially ghosting.
Yeah.
No, it's not official to didn't remember we made delays.
Right. Let's talk about the art of ghosting.
The art.
Yes, the art is. There's an art to it. There's a technique to ghosting someone. I've been ghosted. I've ghosted more than a couple of times.
Yeah.
For me, ghosting looks like you talk to somebody, you get to know them. It doesn't necessarily have to be, back in the day. But girl, when you're in high school, girls, listen, don't sleep with them because then they're gonna disappear. Some men or the male species have this thing on, right? And that would be called ghosting. They're going. And then some guys are better at it than others because some guys don't make it so obvious. They get what they want and then they act like they're just so. And a lot of guys don't want to be the bad guy. So they just make up something or, whatever the case may be. And then that's the end. A woman, I know for me, if I've ghosted someone, I'm not about to do. Or I'm not really interested like that. Or for me, I'm kind of a little bit different. I don't really give my number out time to give you any of my energy if I don't feel like we're interested. It takes for you to do something interested. It's usually not your life circumstances. It's usually not anything. I will accept it and accept it until you do or say something that's gonna make me like, nah, I'm not about to deal with this.
Right.
I just, it is what it is. But then nowadays, everybody got their own game.
I'm getting
was in my latest. I'm just going through stuff. Nigga.
It ain't yours, man.
I'm just going through some things.
Riding a little bit of time. That space.
We got mutual friends. Everybody picture but mine. Listen.
Drop kick you in your throat.
Let me drop kick you in your throat. But you know what? My mom taught me this this is not me being cocky. It has nothing to do with what I look like. I tell everyone advice too. Now, this is my experience. I can say also. The mud. They can cheat on you with whatever, the lowest of the low. And guess what? They're going to come back. For you to determine if they are allowed to come back or how that works. Anyway, he came back. And guess what?
Too late.
On to the next.
You gotta call her.
Caller on air. Caller, what's your name? Where you from? Who this?
Caller. 5 seconds to answer the phone. 2, 1.
Hello.
Are we having technical difficulties with our callers today?
We hear them. I'm trying to make out what they're saying in the back. We are literally listening to somebody's call.
This is. I ain't gonna say nothing because they told me that they were gonna call in a class, so that might be who this is.
Oh, it's the instructor that we hearing.
It might be. if this is the person that told me they were gonna call in, might not be. All the callers got cold feet. What the fuck? Hey,
don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. We
just try.
Caller, if you can in class, clear your throat.
Was that the word of mic?
Clear your throat.
Can you press a button?
Oh, we got a hello. What's up, player?
Who is it?
Wait, you called us.
Who we got on the line? What's your name? Where you at?
Who this?
Bruh.
This is Ashley Nicole. You called in. What you looking for?
On WTMH Radio.
Oh, radio station?
Wrong number.
No. Wait. Radio station.
Are you high?
Oh, you are 7th caller.
Are you?
You know, you are 4th caller. Congratulations.
You've always wanted to do that in your life, haven't you?
What radio station is this?
WTMH Radio player.
Where right.
We're in Columbus, Ohio, player.
Columbus, Ohio. Oh, man.
Are you? What part of New York you in? What borough you in?
No, Long Island borough.
Long Island. That's what's up. I am from Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
Pretty familiar. I used to live in Brooklyn, Flatbush.
Long Island.
Strong Island. That's right. The strong way.
Yeah. I used to be in Bushwick.
Okay. So what made you call in tonight?
Actually, a friend. I don't know. I'm in the radio station.
Oh, did my African tell you to call in? Because he straight be stalking, Lord. Listen, that man that made about 20 different Facebook pages. I done blocked I done blocked 9. No bull crap. I can show you my phone. I blocked 9 pages. And he gonna hit me up talking about, oh, so you posting the... How did you even know I posted it that? Hold up, for real. You called for him? Because he, as a matter of fact, he just left playing games.
Oh, this is your call then. This ain't my call.
Where you calling? And was you trying to call that you somehow accidentally made it to the radio station?
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah. What's Harlem's number?
Him right now. He about to be done.
Harlem up there.
Call him up on the 3-way. Just do it right now.
Call him on the 3-way.
Just do it right now. We'll wait.
No. I ain't gonna...
All right. Well, thank you.
Guys, it sound like you haven't...
Man, this is what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do at 8.
Okay.
Since we got you live on the radio right now, player, have you ever ghosted a woman?
Yes.
Woman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
you took too long, you know.
Like
fall back. Casper
without letting her know. Just
didn't call her no more. Didn't text her no more. Didn't email her no more.
Nowhere?
Yeah.
Yep, just gone.
Yeah.
He had a moment of truth.
Why did you do it?
I think so. I could speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say what you want, sir. Go ahead.
I think I was horny.
misunderstood y'all's question. I think he said when the time when you just called. I think he think y'all said everybody out the blue.
Yeah. But we're talking about we mean leave her alone, not call her up.
Oh, leave her alone?
Yeah, you like
fall
leave
back
her.
completely.
You fall back. You Casper on her. You just like
a chick that you just texting or linking up with, and then you just fell back. You can't tell her nothing. If she start hitting you up, you don't respond. You don't give her nothing.
Oh, you talking about I don't give her no feedback?
Oh yeah,
calling me.
Oh yeah.
You just done.
Yeah, that happened. That happened one time. I gave her the stick.
See what I said? He said he gave her the magic stick, y'all, and then he was done. And then he was done.
Yeah.
Why you
and I guess she wanted to see a magic trick again.
Stick make girls go crazy. You can't just give her the magic stick and then leave.
Right.
No, but sometimes you give us you connect, and then you just wanna make feel nice, you know.
You made a connection with her, gave her the magic stick, and said it wasn't working no more. So you gave her the magic stick. I was like, I'm gonna figure out feelings for her. I'm gonna give her the magic work no more.
No, it's just I just gave her the magic stick because we was connecting, and then I just gave her, I gave her the potion so she could leave with a smile. You know what I'm saying?
So this was welfare sex.
So she could remember me and have a conversation about me, or friends or whatever, and be like, yeah, he gave me this dude that I met at Magic Stick, and I didn't hear from him no more, but find him.
It's poetic. Like you gonna make a magical moment, and this magic stick is gonna be like something that she's gonna tell stories about, and then come search you out.
You wanted one of the better homegirls.
Right.
Dang, y'all got games to this. That's why we're talking about it tonight, y'all.
Right. Like
you know, when you having little drinks and you having a little conversation, and then this dude gave me the pipe. You know what I mean? Because I'm also a plumber, so I lay down.
He's a plumber, guys.
A real plumber.
I understand, player. I'm a maintenance man.
Yeah. You know, I'm a maintenance pipe. You know what I mean?
Ooh, he lays.
He got technique to this.
He made it clear. He lays
the pipe. That's how you do it. Yeah. If you ain't a plumber, you don't understand about laying the pipe.
Clearly.
Sound sexy. What's your name, miss?
Wait, are you? Wait, which one? They sit up here both pointing at each other. They both at each other.
Left.
Oh, to my left?
He watching us. He watching us.
Number.
He's watching us live on YouTube. For the brown one.
Damn. My feeling is the yellow one.
Yes. You never ask, most men, I don't know. Yellow one. All right, so yellow. That's gonna be your
man.
No, my name is Ashley. This is my show, Talk Time with Ashley. I'm the one you was talking to.
Jersey, okay, Jersey.
Oh, you got that Jersey.
Yellow girl.
Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
He switched up.
Trying to be.
We're not gonna do this tonight.
He about to hit you with that one.
Someone I don't think y'all can hear, but I have a caller right. He said he a plumber, y'all.
5, 6,
Hey, gotta you 226 75 for the phone.
No.
Oh shit, that's right.
604.
To the number one more time.
225 46.
That's his number.
516-225
4604.
4604.
4604, mama.
4604.
Call you when I need a leak plugged in.
Cool, girl, because he's recommend you. Can we remember one of the other ladies that need some fixing with their plumbing?
Yeah, you can do that.
You got to see references first.
Yeah.
You sure? And so, I mean, do you only handle like little leaks, big leaks, some medium leaks? Like, can you tell us what type of plumbing?
Big league.
Big leaks. He handles big leaks, guys. Staten Island in the building. He's a plumber. He lays the pipe. Big leaks.
No, not Staten Island. Long
Island.
Long Island. I'm sorry. Don't get it twisted. Hold on. Long Island. Strong Island. My bad.
Long and strong.
Long and strong.
Long Island. Huh?
Okay. Well, caller, thank you so much for calling Long Island. We got your number. We're going to make this happen. In the meantime, I got to get back to the show. I got some viewers. We got some things to talk about. But thank you for calling in. If you want to tune in and chime in some more, you definitely can. But we got to go ahead and keep it moving.
Okay. Say no more.
All right. Well, be safe out there in NYC. Stay warm.
Yes. It's cold out here in New York.
I already know.
Have a blessed night, a blessed day, or whatever. And God is good.
Thank you.
Right,
you
player.
too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace, dog. That was Strong Island.
Let me let y'all know what
Strong Island.
Because y'all cannot see, y'all cannot hear. You could just see me and my reaction to what just happened. So someone just called in and said that he's in Long Island and he was trying to figure out where he called. He didn't know that he called into the radio station, right? But let me tell you how I caught that live, because he was like, "Who that girl right there to the left?"
Actually, he wasn't watching. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it now. It says no viewers.
Yeah.
So how did he know?
He was like, "I'm gonna just have to go with the yellow." So
yeah, and then he just said the yellow.
Lord.
Anyway, guys, we were talking about ghosting. Have you ever ghosted someone? If you have ghosted, then why? He said his reason for ghosting was, I don't know, whatever. He's
trying to make it memory. He's trying to make it poetic. He says, "I'm going to give you the pipe." This is his rationale.
This was his rationale, y'all.
And I guess some guys have this rationale. So they think giving a woman dick is like so good right now.
Somebody calling in. We got a caller.
That, you just make it poetic and
leave.
You're going to leave and she's going to like dream about you forever.
Listen.
All right, I'm about to answer this damn call.
That's not happening the way he sounded. Okay.
It's definitely not.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Can we not answer? Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Let's talk to him.
Hey, caller, we about to put you live on the air. Hold on one moment.
All right, caller, you alive on Talk Time with Ashley Nicole. Go ahead and say what's up.
Hello. What's up?
Hi.
Hey.
What's going on, caller?
What's going on?
You calling us to talk again tonight?
What's up?
You calling to talk to us? What you calling to talk to us about?
You called the radio station again, player.
Okay.
Did you know you called the radio station again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to call. Like I said, I'm trying to call my man. I don't know why I keep going to this radio station.
Hey, where your man live at? Because we live in this is Columbus, Ohio, and you in
New York is 646-917.
Yeah.
917.
347.
I don't know. It's crazy. I need to be getting connected to you guys. I must want to be on your radio station. I don't know.
Your fingers are just doing the walking, huh?
Hey, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
You getting a phone call?
It's a car dealership, y'all. I'm trying to sell my car.
Yes.
That's what that was. Anyway.
Making money moves all times of the day, folks.
Hey, yo. Let me ask you a question. Baby girl, are you going to use that number?
Yeah, I got your number right here. You want me to tell you your number?
Yeah.
It's 516-225-4604.
4604.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, you going to use it?
Yeah, we're going to use it.
Oh, you going to use it?
What am I going to use?
I ain't calling you, player.
Let's see what she uses. Everybody has to use it.
I'm talking about her. You gonna need me,
What am I going to use your number for?
Seriously.
I don't know. You know, have a little dinner, a little cocktail.
Oh, you gonna fly from New York to Columbus, Ohio?
Oh, I thought she was in Jersey.
Nah.
She from Jersey.
Oh, she's from Jersey. Oh, well, I mean,
Kim Kardashian.
Nigga, I take a flight to Ohio. Ain't nothing wrong.
It's a lot of stuttering with that. See, when we talk, we got to sound confident and assured that that's what's going to happen. So are you for sure you can get her back and forth from Ohio to New York?
He was like, yeah. Ask me a real question.
Oh, you can fly yourself out there.
Yeah, I could fly myself out there.
Why can't you fly her out there? Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure you could.
I could do it either or. I mean, you know.
Girl, you got
do it two ways.
We got like 5 more subjects to cover in like a couple more minutes.
All right, player.
But Carla, we got the
We got the number.
We got that.
All right, player.
All right,
All right, girl.
Okay, guys, we had a little bit of extra situation going on right here. I still ain't get to respond to this damn text message. It's just staring at me in the face. We were talking about ghosting, why you ghost, all that other stuff. Somebody said I'd list his number as a gay chat line. I am done. I am done.
Wait, that's the thing about it. I'm like, you do realize you're saying your real phone number live on air. Well, we can play it back and repeat it. It was awesome. I love radio.
One of my viewers said they ghosted the last chick they were talking to because she said something they didn't like.
What follower said that?
Someone named Angelus Complexus.
Okay, that my ex.
Now that is that kind of messes females up, because it makes you feel like I don't want to do the wrong thing because I don't want him to just disappear.
And did you communicate that too? Because
communication is key, because you never really know what they could mean, and vice versa. I don't know if I would go somebody because of that, but to each his own. I get it. I mean, you got that right, I guess.
I'm gonna explain my situation because I'm
just getting older. I'm starting to communicate more. I used to be that type of person. I used to be horrible at communication, but now, told you, I'm dealing with some grown ass men nowadays. You got to have a conversation.
You take a live phone call on air.
I'm telling you, man.
That's what you got to do.
Give me one. Or maybe I just need to grow up. Maybe that's why I keep getting childish.
But let me tell you, honestly, in my experience in dating, when you deal with a grown ass man, it makes you realize, like, damn, I need to grow up.
See, then I think that's what it is.
You don't realize. No, I'm serious. You really don't realize that you need to grow up until you deal with a grown ass man. No, I'm really serious though.
Like for real.
Like seriously, because it makes me feel like I gotta get shit. Like,
and then I guess it's to what extent, because if you piss me off, I still am inclined to probably do a Facebook Live when you are going social media.
That we gotta grow up.
But that's what I feel like. Is that what I need? Somebody to cut me.
I'm gonna tell you. Somebody told me recently. Somebody told me recently, we used to play games, but somebody told me, listen, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And if there's a problem, if you feel like there's a problem or I'm doing something wrong, or you just feel like we can't rock with each other, tell me, and I'll do the same thing. That's all I ask for. That's all I need in my life, because then that point, if I do something wrong or if I do something that you don't like, and then you do also, I know that we've made the agreement to communicate no matter what, as opposed to the dumb stuff like, oh, he did this, whatever. I'm not even about to talk to him tonight. No, open your mouth, Ashley, and tell him, listen, you did this. I don't like it. How are we going to fix it?
But there are a lot of females out there that talk like that. But when it comes down to actually doing it, when it happens, then they start changing their behavior, but never talk.
We talk about that too. A lot of females. So anytime I'm in a dating situation, my number one disclaimer is keep it 100 with me. I feel like you have to keep it 100 with me about our situation, your expectations from me, because then otherwise I don't know how to move accordingly.
Right.
If you approaching me on some friends with benefit situation, tell me that. It may turn me away, but at least I know that that's what your intentions are. So I'm not jumping into this like, of course, this might be my husband. No, that's not what he was intending it to be. So just keep it 100 with me. And the truth is, it's so many women out here that will deal with you if you got a girlfriend and all of this other stuff that the women settle for. Your best bet is to be honest to begin with. Because you never really know how far it can go. I'm just being honest. That's just how it is with me. I tell any and everybody, just keep it 100 with me from jump, so I know how to approach this. So I know if I need to take you seriously or if I need to just go ahead and let this go.
Right.
Richard?
No, I'm all with the 100% upfront and keeping it. But see, we don't have to have a conversation because I think I'm gonna need me some relationship advice.
That's why we're doing this tonight, so we can talk. Get some people to
Listen.
come in. Somebody, this Angela's Complex is pretty active. They said, no. When a woman says she need a man to handle her, I dip. I only handle bills and problems. Women who say that like to fight and cause drama.
A woman
that was sexual or something like handle me.
Handle me how? Yeah, if I say handle me how, what do you mean? I know
what he's talking about.
Probably because of what I said when I said about having a grown ass man. But I didn't mean it like him handling me.
No. So there are some women that be like, you know something, I'm always the boss. When I'm in a relationship, I'm the one that's always making stuff happen. And I gotta get him to grow up. So I want to be with a man that can handle me, a man that can handle who I am. And when you deal with a grown man, and there's a difference between accept me for who I am and, you know, don't let me run the fuck over you.
Right.
You know, when you talk like that, then a grown man like, look, I ain't trying to deal with these problems. Right. And if you need somebody to handle you, then you got to find somebody to handle you because I'm trying to be in a relationship. Yeah. I'm trying to be with somebody that's no drama. And I mean, even those words, handle me, like, you know, if you talking sexy, okay, we can go there. We can go, I can handle you.
Be clear. Right. Be clear.
Communication is
key. That's why I said keep it 100 if that's what you looking for.
So I get what he's saying. Because I'm the same way. I would dip. I would be, okay, I ghost. Could be like, I'm good. I actually tell you though, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in handling you. So
I definitely know what you can handle. Like don't. But I guess that also goes back to being upfront.
Some women, but guys counteract that with me when I say keep it 100. Girls say that, but they don't really mean that because then when you say it, listen. I don't know what nobody else says, but Ashley Nicole means that when I say keep it 100 with me from jump, I mean keep it 100 with me.
Absolutely.
See, for me, when I was dating, it was really simple. I'm going to be honest just because of who I am. So if you tell me keep it 100 or if you don't tell me keep it 100, I'm going to keep it 100 with you because that's who I am.
Right.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to get you to see something. I'm not selling my representative. I'm too damn old to send a representative. What you see is what you get. Right. So if you can rock with it, we can rock with it. If you can't rock with it, let me know and we can move on.
He agreed with you. He said exactly. Shout out to Cedric in Jersey. He said, hey, Ash, you guys don't know the inside joke. I've been going out. I went out Saturday night.
Man, how come you don't be calling me? I didn't help myself.
Last minute, me and Steph went out. We're going to call you next time because you would have had fun that night.
See how they be treating me, Dominique?
I know.
I'm going to go on World Star and just do a Ask Me confession.
Uh-oh. While we talking about World Star, y'all want to know what the next topic is? Nudes. So the group, you guys may be familiar with this group. Sis, is that your man? That's your girl? All that other stuff, right? Okay. So it gives people permission to leak nudes and ask, is this your chick? And if it is, this is what she doing, and vice versa.
Oh yeah. I knew the dudes was doing that.
Oh yeah. So nudes, guys. I want to know, are y'all showing nudes? Because I'm gonna tell you, I remember one of my exes told me that his boys would show him their girls' nudes. I didn't know how I felt about that, but he didn't like it because he just felt like, I'm not showing them you. Like, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Right. Like,
so
this is mine.
But some people really be taking pride because I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I got a conversation in my DM where somebody was like, yeah, your man was talking about your stuff was crazy and that you was squirting. And I was like, wait, Jesus, tell him my business. Right, like, thank you. Like,
that's why I want to talk about this because that's why I want to talk about it because you know, when dating or in a relationship, even, you know, I'm gonna say in long distance relationships, especially, you run into situations where you are sharing nudes or that is something that's brought up or stuff like that. Some people do it, some people don't. Some women like to surprise their man just because while he at work. Some people don't. Some men like to wake you up with a DP. Some don't. It is what it is. But I want to know what everybody's policy is when it comes to nudes. Are y'all sharing? Is it, you know, because my biggest fear would be with nudes is the group chat.
Yeah, I say
because a lot of guys do group chats. And I'm gonna be honest. if I'm gonna send you a nude, it's gonna be the motherfucking best nude ever. Just in case it get leaked, you ain't gonna be able to say not one thing about me. You better not share that nude because you might not have me by the next day.
See, you gotta see the way it's gotta go. Let me tell you, ladies, you gotta know your dude. I mean, I'm just gonna straight out, flat out. If you know this dude is taking pictures and doing all kinds of stuff, you know this dude somehow, some way might end up doing. So just be honest with yourself in regards to the man that you with. Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this just like you said it. If you send a nude ass picture, it's gotta be hot. It's gotta be so hot to the point where we be like, damn, I want to get on the world and go tell it on the mountain, but I ain't gonna say nothing because I just want to go home.
But that's the point of, I don't know, nudes. And when I say nudes, I say that loosely because you don't have to be butt ass naked when I say nudes.
I'm just being honest. Lingerie and heels. I'm good.
Whatever. Some of these nudes of these Columbus ladies. And
listen, some people.
Baby, y'all got the.
That's how you end up a meme because you send a nude of you looking like Who Shot John, and then you got the baby behind you and the mattress on the floor and the Dorito bag, like, you know, stuff like that.
Stop it.
So let me jump to the comments while we talking about nudes. Cedric said I wouldn't show my homie no chick nudes, especially if I fuck with her like that. That's how I feel, right? I'm not gonna show none of my girls none of the stuff that I get. Like, no, I don't care what it looked like. You ain't about to find out about it.
Yeah.
Angela's Complexity says showing nudes is going too far. Cedric said long distance, I think it's kind of natural when it comes to sending nudes, which I will agree.
Yeah, because it's long distance. You got to compensate.
You have to. Right. And a lot of guys, even whether it's long distance or not, a lot of guys are physical. We're visual. They're visual. That's what I meant.
We're physical and visual.
Yeah, physical and visual. They're visual. So sometimes
you want to see it. We want to touch it. We want to touch it. We want to see it.
You want to remind them of what they have, or you want to remind them of what they're coming home to, or what they're about to see. Or I get that.
Of course.
I agree.
Cedric said, hold on, let me skip backwards. Angela said, hell, telling my boys what we do sexually is a recipe for disaster. It is.
I agree.
I've seen it happen. I just don't do it. I don't kiss and tell.
And plus,
like, you tell your girls, if you're dealing with somebody and you're somebody you trust, you tell your girls certain situations, which I would assume guys are the same way. Like, I just blah, 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 whatever.
We don't talk, we smile.
And we don't, for me, we don't say stuff like, girl, we did this. Sometimes it's just like, girl, was good, or just whatever. But, you know, I'm complaining.
When you catch the right player, we sit there and you be like, look, dude, where were you at? Where were you at Saturday night? I'm like, dude, man, we stutter. We just, man, dog.
My comments are blowing up right now. Cedric said you got to be comfortable with that person. If you got to worry about them leaking it, then hell no. That has always been my policy.
I agree.
I'm just going to be honest. Mm-hmm. I'm not sending something to nobody that I don't feel comfortable with.
Right.
Be real with yourself.
And the truth is, this is my tip for tap. If they sending you something that you know you could, then you good. You don't got to worry about it. Because guess what? He sent me full head to toe. And if I really got a show, that's what it is.
Right.
But somebody said it's a private matter. If we jump over to Instagram, Fisher614, he said, whoever said they ain't sending nudes in 2018, you lying.
I ain't sending no nudes. I am not sending any news. I got too much to lose. Somebody leaks something and TMZ be like, Phillip Bufford live. They're the only one that's live. Like,
I'm leaking news.
Lamar been jumping in this. I ain't even saying nothing. He said major key, and he was giving us the eyes because he knew I was talking about nudes. He said, for one, if you need to ask for something, then they ain't comfortable. This is true. I feel like, I'm going to be honest real quick. I kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know, sometimes, depending on who I'm dealing with, for a dude to be like, send me some pictures. It just comes across weird. Like, let me do that on my own time. Let me send you this. Now, after a while, I don't even know what time frame for a while, but it just depends on the level of comfort. After a level of comfort, then you asking, then, I can understand it's been a long day, or you about to, I get it to an extent, but I just really ain't with the generation of dudes that as soon as you meet them, send me some pics. You can go on my Instagram and see that, but you're not about to get none of that.
Period. I see. I'm not inclined to send pics.
We got a couple comments. So
even in just knowing them for years, I'll be like, pics.
What is that? Pictures. But nowadays, if you're not, the truth is, if you're not sending pictures, there's somebody that is.
Of course, I ain't concerned about that.
Cedric said, that being said, it's like a way of building a bond with somebody. Once you've seen a person naked, you pretty much seen what they have to offer. Based on how you look at it, that's a big step of getting close. My best friend told me that. My best friend is a guy. Shout out to Dion. He's probably not listening tonight, but we were together We were together a while ago. I was like 18 or whatever. And now he's married, he has kids, all the other stuff, but he's still my best friend. And the thing I love about Dion is that because we were in a relationship, he knows me from a relationship element, but because he's a guy, obviously he knows the guy's perspective, but then also as him being my friend, he's just able to give me the real all the way around the board. And he told me that, if somebody's seen you naked already, then it's not as big of a deal for you to send them a picture. If you sleeping with them consistently and it's like that level of comfort, then you just send it to them. Yeah. Now, if you've never done that, then that can be an issue.
Right. Yeah, because I would agree to that, because women that I have been in relationships with, when a person, from a man's perspective, when women that are trying to get back with me, but they send me a text message and they send me a text message in the picture with them in some lingerie and heels because we've already slept together. I've already seen them naked, so they're comfortable sending that to me. Right. But somebody that I've never slept with, she's not going to send me. She's going to send me a picture where she's dolled up, but she's not going to send me a picture of her naked.
That's the big difference. Let me jump on Instagram. Damn, we got a couple comments on Instagram. So. We said what Lamar said. So Fisher said that them alphabet boys tracking his news.
That's why I ain't putting that out, player. That's why I ain't putting them out.
Lamar said, and dude sending unwarranted dick pics is lame. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like, just don't send me. Listen, I don't want to.
And it's more of these popular women just sending these pictures than you think, baby. Listen, everybody's sending unwarranted dick pictures.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, one of my homegirls just sent me something that somebody sent her, and she was like, "Is that even considered a dick pic? Because it don't look like." Listen, make sure you, like I said, same thing for guys. If you sending something, you better make sure it's A1 and not something you gonna get talked about, man. Something that just fits in your hand. We don't hold on.
Period.
Lamar said it's got a flow, and I get that. If the conversation flowing, you could do that. I'm gonna just read the comments. If the conversation flowing and the vibe is right, it just happens organically. I agree. You have to be stimulated mentally to go on that next level. I agree. Cedric said chicks always pull that card. Listen, guys, I'm glad that we're this open and mature enough to have this conversation without it going too far left, because it could get a little disrespectful. So we got a caller on the line. Let's see who we got.
Caller, you are live on the air with Talk Time with Ashley Nicole. What's up, caller?
Damn, Daniel, listen, y'all gonna put some respect on my name and stop calling up here hanging up.
Honestly, it was Long Island.
Listen, we gonna have to put a block on the phone. We about to block on the phone. We can't be doing that. We cannot be doing that.
Cedric says, see, that's why I don't know how dudes send them unwanted ones. It's a risk and you gotta end up on blast. I told you guys before I got the radio show on Facebook Live, I used to honestly get DPs on a regular basis. And it was horrible because it wasn't even like it was people that I knew, or like it was just random people like, hey, that's not gonna make me want to talk to you. I'm not that type of like
at all. Like, that's real disrespectful too. And
it is very disrespectful.
It in your mind that was acceptable for you to just jump up in my inbox. And that,
and you gonna be DM of the week.
I had a man call me on Facebook. Listen, he jumped in my inbox real fast based off of a post that I had put, and I was like, listen, based off what you said in my inbox, you better go on Facebook.
Clearly.
And listen, I swear to God, I had stopped typing, and after 2 minutes, he hit me on Facebook like, hey, don't you put me on Facebook because like you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Do you guys share nudes? So have we come to the agreement that sharing nudes is wrong? Because there are, I feel like there are, but do guys, okay, so for the guys that are in all of our conversations right now, has one of your friends showed you nudes of a chick that they were dealing with? And if they have, was it somebody that they took seriously? That, my friends, is a question.
None of my boys. None of
them?
The cats that I roll with, they're not showing me pictures of their chicks, and I'm not showing them pictures of my woman. That's not happening.
Lamar said no, he doesn't share. Cedric said, let me ask, does that ever work with females though? No, you can't send me. That's the bottom line. You cannot just off rip send me a DP and think that that's going to get you in the door. Like, absolutely. That's not how this works. First of all, I'm just being honest. I don't like DPs to begin with. I'm just going to be honest. I got to be like in love with you, or I got to listen, there's some things that for me to get that kind of pick, I'm just going to be honest. It's unfortunate for guys because that's really the only thing you can send to a woman that's sexual. I mean, unless you take a picture of you with no shirt on, and you just,
no, I ain't
sexiness
like
and stuff, but
I ain't hit the gym like that. You got to be intoxicated to see me like, ooh, Phillip, you got to have some drinks in you.
Fisher 614 said never. Guys don't do that shit. It's the code. Okay.
That's why I say you got some drinks in you, so you can't remember this moment.
Right.
Somebody said, yeah, I was getting good morning Pete. Listen, we're not talking about that. Cedric said, that's only if I like you. Cedric said, yes, that happened, but I don't know how serious he was about her. So I think that we pretty much covered the nude topic.
Right.
New topic. Nudes are
bad.
Nudes are bad, but they are a part of 2018 dating. It just happens one way or another, male or female.
I guess we should say nudes are not bad. It's just the individuals need to learn how to
there's nude etiquette. There is nude etiquette.
Absolutely.
Okay? So we're gonna jump into something else real quick. I'm gonna have to charge my Mac because it's gonna die soon. But let's talk about friends with benefits. Okay. Is it possible for a friend?
Look, I'm about to be like, yep, too. I'm about to be yep.
I'm already answering the question. Kind of, it is. Yes, I'm gonna ask this question and then plug in my Mac real quick.
I don't even know how it was gonna go, but I think I already know.
I'm already there.
Is it possible? I'm gonna say yes before I tell you this because I've seen it happen in more than one situation. Hasn't happened to me. I'm kind of working on something similar to that. But has a friends with benefits situation that you were in? Can it turn into something serious? Let's talk about it. And tell me why. Why and how?
It shouldn't though. That's the problem. See, like for my instance, I'm talking about my instance. My last relationship, I wasn't even supposed to have a relationship. Like I literally had a dude. He had got locked up. The dude was getting on my nerves, and I was just supposed to be messing around with this person.
Does the benefits come with dinner? Sure.
I came with all of that. Listen, it was, listen, you gonna be my friend. If I need to get a little cutty here and there, that's cool. But we able to go out, enjoy things. We was doing dinners, we was just doing events. Like we were just cool. And then eventually,
what the hell are we listening to, Phillip? You gotta watch him sometimes, okay?
Listen, that's my song. All I know is you're waiting for the sunlight. Listen, don't get me started. Don't get me started, okay? Do not get
I started getting nostalgic when we started talking about friends with benefits.
Listen, hell no, Joey. I don't know the right to this music.
One of our followers disagreed. Okay, we got some comments real quick, and I'm gonna let you jump back, Nika.
Yes.
Angelus, he said, we asked that question. It can, but it's rare. And then Lamar said, no, Lamar didn't say anything. That was old. So yeah, he said it can, but it's rare. I'm gonna say that I know. I talked about this on Dating with Ashley Nicole. That's the hard part about dating for me, is because a lot of people that I know, I don't have to call them out, and it's no shade to any of them, but a lot of people that I know start off as just friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And then they now, I could say almost everyone that I know, I'm gonna just be honest, almost everyone that I know that's in a relationship right now started off as friends with benefits.
And also gives you time to learn that person too.
Yeah. I think friends with benefits, it's honest. We both are grown. We both are sexually attracted to each other. We're both going to do this with each other. Right. And we're going to take the time and give each other the option of getting to know each other in the process. Absolutely. And that's what one of my friends who was in that situation, she would always tell me, like, Ashley, just be their friend. Just be their friend. Y'all can still do whatever, but be a friend. Be that person there for them. So, like, yeah, y'all could do this, but, you can always ask, hey, how was your day? How was blah, 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 whatever. I think it can. I haven't mastered the art to it. I'm funny about friends with benefit situations.
It's something that just happens. It really is something, honestly, it's just something that happens because, when you're friends with benefits, you know what it is. You get that phone call at 12:03 and you be like, hey, what you doing? Nothing.
Yep.
That's the question. That's like,
it.
Come over.
You know what it means.
Come over. And you go into the house and it is what it is. Everything is raw. Everything is honest. Yeah. Everything is just what it is.
Yep.
And then you start. That's the foundation of a relationship.
Right. And that's the reality of it. And I literally, y'all, I'm just now realizing that my dating life has been a little backwards. Mainly because I've been a relationship girl. And I was in a relationship in the midst of this whole millennial, everything that just kind of changed. So I can say my experience with this situation, I'm kind of currently in a similar situation. There was this guy that I was not dating, but we talked about it. We were friends with benefits. We made that clear. He kind of just disappeared a little bit, and we talked about it. And he was like, honestly, I kind of didn't take you seriously. It was what it was. But he's the one that popped back up in my life. Like, let's talk. Let's try to make something work. Let's make something happen out of this.
And there's a history with it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's what in the back of my mind, even though we were just friends with benefits, in my mind, I'm like, yo, we kind of did have history though. That's history.
Yeah. Friends with benefits is one of those things where you got the history, it's honest, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The drama.
It gives you a level, like in our situation, because we dealt with each other, it puts me on a different respect level. And it's kind of weird because it's just like, well, he was there. You know what I'm saying? We technically got a couple years or whatever. You know, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it can happen. I'm a firm believer. It can happen. It just depends on your situation and how much you're willing to put into it. He always tells me effort. And that's what we do. And
the friends with benefits, I'm just going to be honest. The friends with benefit sex is like out of this world.
It is.
Because there is no restriction. There is no restriction. And you be like, you know, and then you get in a relationship with somebody and you be having sex with them, you be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, you're like, what is this?
And you be thinking about you with your friends with benefits, and y'all was all over the place. Y'all was breaking up dishes and lamps. Your boys come over and be like, what happened to the TV, dog? You don't even understand.
Right. After the club, he was just drunk. Like, yeah, we're gonna go to and I will
pull
say,
the car over. We ain't even make it to the house. Like, we 3 X's up.
The difference between the two, like friends with benefits, I will say, is that, like, I know when we were just friends with benefits, we didn't talk as much as we talk now. Mm-hmm. Like now, I don't talk to him every day, and I'm okay with that. But he does check in, like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? We talk like that. We FaceTime. We talk on the phone. We have conversations. We hang out. We go on dates. Stuff like that. And the truth is, that's dating.
And that's the thing about it. You said it really. We hang out and we go on dates. Those are 2 different things. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're hanging out with somebody, it's nothing. It's just we just having a good time. We enjoying each other's company. When you're on a date, you're focused on each other.
Yeah. When I say hang out, I just mean like, you know, Netflix and chill. We eat at the house. Netflix and chill. Things, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, but we do also go out. It's not one of those things where I'm not taking her out the house. Right. We go out.
Oh yeah.
We go out. Yeah. So. What defines friends with benefits? Friends, okay, this is mine, and we could go around the room. Friends with benefits is a relationship, because it doesn't mean like serious, but a type of relationship in your life where you have someone and you are sexually active with them. Sometimes it's just strictly that. Y'all don't go on dates. Y'all don't talk about how your day was or your kids or what pissed you off. You don't talk about none of that. Y'all just strictly get down to it. That's what it can be. But then there are some that eventually graduate from that, and you do have, you know, small talk, not nothing too serious where somebody could catch feelings and whatever. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what my definition of friends with benefits is. I could be wrong or somebody could disagree.
But that's your definition, though.
Yeah, that's my definition. So you guys are more than like welcome to go ahead and give your definition of friends with benefits.
That pretty much is for me. Friends with benefit relationship is basically a relationship without the constraints of a traditional relationship. Absolutely. Like, I don't have to call in and check with you to let you know I'm doing such and such. Like,
but if you do, it's a privilege.
Right. Exactly. But
it's a little special.
Right. But all in all, like, I'm not having that expectation. Like, for real now, again, as a friend, I expect you to be there as the friend aspect. You know, if I got a problem and I want to call and talk to you, be there as a friend. But why ain't seen you in 2 to 3 days? Why ain't talk to you? Like,
that level of accountability.
Why ain't you come here? Right. Exactly.
Like, accountability.
Exactly. Yes. And again, it does free you up to have other relationships with other people. Mm-hmm. So, you know. I like it.
I would say the same thing. I would say we're all saying the same thing, is that friends with benefits relationship is having a relationship with somebody where it benefits both of you without that level of accountability that comes with an exclusive relationship.
Right. Can we say that mutual benefit again?
Mutual benefit.
Yeah. Mutually benefit.
It's a relationship of mutual benefits without that level of accountability.
So Cedric said, so it's like dating relationship without the title. I'm gonna say no. Friends with benefits to me is not like.
Well, you're friends. I mean, you built you got that history. You can. You got that history.
You can. Because I'm gonna be honest. I know some friends with benefits. It's literally just the term. Don't buy into the friend part of it. The friend part of it is something that you both have to pretty much put into it.
Mutual benefits is really the key with friends with benefits. I'm gonna get what I want. You're gonna get what you want.
And that's it.
And we got that level. We don't have that expectation of accountability.
Yeah.
Right, because when
Cuddy Buddy. We could just say Cuddy Buddy. That makes it clear. Cuddy Buddy.
Music Soul Child said it better. He said it poetically, like, can we just be buddies?
Yeah, you know. Just I ain't seen you in 2 months. I just need to see you. Remember what it's like. Okay, you good? You can't come through at 2:00. Make sure you out by 4. Bye. That's it. No, that type of situation.
Because even with the dating, without us saying this date without a title, like even when you date somebody, like y'all,
that's when the arguments come in.
You got to come and go to get to somewhere. Like y'all both building to get to something together. Friends with benefits. You could be going this way. I could be going this way. But we're still gonna come together for that. But we ain't dating.
Yeah, friends with benefits don't date.
Exactly.
Friends with benefits is just it's just mutual. I got an itch. You got to you scratch it.
You scratch my back. I scratch your back.
That's what it is.
Right. And again, it's not all sexual. Please let us make sure we understand the benefit.
Sometimes you're just lonely.
Exactly.
You just want somebody in the house with you.
Exactly. It's just like commitment. Because I know people that's married and still got friends with benefits just because they are and it's not even a sexual thing. They are just lacking that attention and that comfort from somebody else.
Yeah.
But if you got a relationship, though, you don't need to be having friends with benefits.
Some people do. Really? I know a couple.
Because if you want that relationship to work and continue,
that's true. That is true.
Until she started to do it to you.
Now, we didn't say this was dating relationship advice. Right. We just having an open conversation about what's going on.
You got to pay us for this stuff. This advice, you got to pay us for this.
Exactly. Now, right.
Talk about Ashley Nicole Overdrive. You got to subscribe to that.
Right. I do.
Catch me outside. I'll give you the cash app. Okay, no GoFundMes.
Right, no checks.
Subscribe. Paid subscription.
Right.
But do you feel offended if somebody just wants you strictly for sex?
If we have that understanding, because I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm afraid.
But what if you didn't have that understanding? You were just placed in that category where that's just literally what you talk about and that's just it.
But I've been in that category before.
A
couple times, and I was cool with it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to also understand what you're doing. Like if all y'all talking about is sex, if all y'all doing meeting up after midnight,
you see the flags.
Like you do. So again, that it's your fault if you blind to that. But if that's all it is, no shit. Give me my and let's.
But shoot, I was in college, and one of the women was just like, look, this is just gonna be sex. The moment you catch feelings, or I catch feelings, this is done.
But I
was like, cool. And she was like, and don't tell nobody, because I know I can keep secret. Because if I told her, then she would have got fired from her job. Because I'm a student in college and she faculty. So
and he was calling the teachers.
you gotta keep your mouth shut. So I keep it secret.
Right.
He was messing with the teacher, y'all.
And that's the risk from.
Hey, I didn't have her in my class.
Lord.
But
we was some bad teachers back because I remember my freshman year at Cos, I can't remember what her name was. If you went to Cos, but she was a young, pretty black teacher. She was a science teacher, and I used to be like, "Girl,
somebody gonna jump in on it."
And you out here in the I couldn't have did it, Lord. I couldn't have did it, but I'm quite sure. I ain't gonna say that because she might lose her job, but I'm sure there was some gentlemen that was intrigued.
That was like me.
Exactly.
That was like me.
Exactly.
You need an A, so you need to pass a grade, so you still play football. I'm just saying.
Lord, listen, that's a whole nother topic in conversations about stuff like that.
So we're gonna go into one more topic, and then if you guys got anything you want to talk about, you can, and then we're gonna jump into the DM of the week. I'm gonna talk about something a little more serious, real quick. Kids.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I did too.
Y'all put the number one up like we in church.
And I got kids.
So when it comes to kids, I'm gonna use my situation. Okay, I have kids. I'm a single mom, guys. I have 3 boys. I'm gonna say single mom mainly because their dads definitely help, but I'm full-time mom one way or another. So anyone dating me has to understand that my time is dedicated to my kids. The struggle that I have or have had in the past is that not everyone is able to understand that, especially dating a guy that does not have kids. That's always a hard thing. Yeah. And then you run the risk in my situation. You run the risk, I should say, that if I can't give you time because of my kids, it doesn't mean that I don't want to be with you or spend time with you or get to know you. But then there's always somebody else who can.
Right.
Yeah.
Who is always available at the drop of a dime.
But see, that's when you just have to learn to let things in life go. Like, it is what it is. You're either going in shoot. I'm still learning this into 2018 and I'm 30. Like, you can't control what you can't control. I had kids. That was my that's what I chose to do in my life. It is what it is. You are either going to accept this package or you're not. Like,
and then when do you bring your children in the package? That's another question. Because Steve Harvey said you're supposed to bring them initially. Like, soon as you're dealing with somebody, well, guess what? You want to get to know me? You gotta get to know my kids first.
But see, that's too much. That's too much.
I disagree. There's a lot of stuff Steve Harvey says I disagree with.
I disagree. I don't play when it comes to my kids.
Not immediately.
The only other man outside of my kid's dad that they have ever met like that was my youngest son's dad. So it's a dad situation, and that was because they had to. Outside of that, they don't meet nobody that I'm dating.
Right. You can
know. Not doing that yet.
Like, you let us know there. Of course, that's gonna be in the basic. I got kids such and such. But as far as bringing different people around, like, no, you have to be comfortable and really have a grasp and understanding of that person, because people are crazy.
Oh yeah,
like people are crazy, and you would never again bring in that situation around your kids, and people don't know what kind of damages that also has on a kid's psyche as well.
Yeah, like, bringing men in and out the house, mom. I don't want that. I got boys. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah. Absolutely, I would agree too, because being a man that doesn't have kids, but dating someone that does have kids, I've discovered I have nieces and nephews, and kids can pick up on different people.
Oh yeah,
they pick up on different people, and so you don't want to bring anybody around your kids. You just got to get. This is the part where I disagree with Steve Harvey. You got to feel for who you're dealing with, because you start dealing with drama. If you're dealing with drama with them, you bring them around your kids are just going to be all off the wire. And you can be looking at your family like, what the hell is going on? And it's because you done got somebody in the house that's just throwing things off and by their own self. So you just, you can't bring everybody around.
Absolutely.
I'm fortunate for me that I'm an honest person. So when I deal with kids pick up on that. They love me. But at the same time, I can't be with everybody. I can only be with one woman. So
and kids will keep it 100. Like, if a kid does not like you, they'll let you know. Like,
they won't talk.
Like you can tell when a kid genuinely does not like a person. And I'm always going off of kids' energies as major. And also talk about kids and relationships.
Let's go.
Let's talk about these baby mamas.
Listen, y'all. I done had one baby mama, and I don't want no more.
See, and it sucks too, because for my situation, like, he tried to be a good dad, like, but she would plant negative things in the kids' minds, and like from the first time I had met the kids, they absolutely loved me. Like, me and the daughter, like, that was my girl. But you could tell after being around the mom and her finding out who I was,
some kids are just their mom's kid.
Right, and it was like, okay, well, even though you could tell that she didn't want to be like, oh, I want to not like her, but her mom was basically. So how do you handle situations like that? How
So the last relationship that I was in, it didn't last long, but he was previously married with 3 kids. Their mom hear him tell it, she was pretty crazy. I would always daily have conversations with him about something she did, something she said. I couldn't see the kids. She told me to go to this game and they weren't there, and like all kinds of crazy stuff. So for me, in the back of my mind, the one thing that stuck out to me was, how is it going to be when I meet them? Because I know all the stories you tell me and the stuff that she tells them to say to you. So what in the hell is going to happen? And he got girls when they meet me, because at the end of the day, kids are their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boys are my boys. So if they meet their dad, girlfriend or something, they're going to be thinking about mommy in the back of their mind. That's just kids. You can't hold them responsible for that. But it's a hard situation. You just got to kind of go in and just see what happens. And then just use your best judgment, because you can't. The hard thing is that you can't take their mom's place, but at the same time, you got to go in just making it clear, I'm not trying to be your mom. Right. I'm here. I'm dating your dad. This is what it is. I care about him, and he cares about you, which means that obviously I care about you also. Right. If it's, if there's a problem with me and your mom, we are adults. We can handle that outside of you, but I'm not going to include you in whatever me and her disagreement is, or what she doesn't like. Stuff like that. You just have to remind yourself that you are an adult. Right. That's the only thing that I could say. If I ever came to the point where I did have to meet his kids and we did that, that was always my worry. So I get that. But if I were put in that situation and I did meet them, I would just, I was nervous. I just, got to be an adult and just see what happens. Of course. Because every kid is different. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes the kids like the stepmom better than mom. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
For real.
I mean, you know.
No, that's for real. Again, if we would have got to that point, them definitely would have been my baby. But you know, but I know people that are really going through that, where you know they have to deal with a crazy baby mom or a crazy baby dad, and it's like, well, you know, when you genuinely have love for someone and you're trying to build, how do you overcome that?
I was dealing with a guy. I told you some of this story. I was dealing with him, and then his baby mom decided to stalk me.
Oh yeah.
She stalked me, and what she didn't realize, I don't care if she's listening or her friends is listening or not, what she didn't realize is everything I was saying to her, he was telling me to say to her.
Yeah.
So, and then
it was
ugly.
I'm
but
talking about it like I was there.
It was ugly. It just kind of and eventually me and him stopped talking. And I said something to him about it, and she told me that if I continued to see you, I was not allowed to see my child.
And see, that's just so terrible. Like,
what could I say? I mean, I understand that wholeheartedly. And mind you, this was a baby. This wasn't even like a child that could make their own decisions. Like, I want to be with my dad. No, this was a baby.
And then you got to look at that situation. Like, you ain't even got a 1-year-old. You have a whole baby.
Oh yeah.
Like, so what happened with that relationship that you?
I mean, I know, but I'm not about to put.
Right, no. But there are really people that are in general that really like, hold up, dude, your baby ain't even a year old yet. Like, what's going on with that? Yeah. And then like it just be so much. That
mess.
Listen, the relationship talk, this could go on a long time.
I honestly, when I was younger, I was just out to play games. I was out to smash. I was out to just get whatever pretty woman I could be.
Smash.
You know, yeah.
What?
So
did we just pass by him to say he was allowed to smash?
He wanted to smash. That's all.
Smash.
That's all I was trying to do.
You ghosted early.
You know, it's all real quick. Like, before I'm done, I'm gone. You know?
He knew he wasn't coming back.
I was like, good. But as I got older, man, I started thinking about the women that I'm having sex with, and mistakes happen, whatever. And I'm thinking, like, do I want this woman to have my kids? Right. And I started really being selective with the women that I had sex with because then I was even if we don't work out, we gonna be good. Like, we're gonna be good. I started messing with a lot of the hairdressers that's living at their girlfriend's house and living. I started dealing with lawyers and attorneys and doctors
to make sure we won't have a baby.
Right. That might be right.
But I'm gonna tell you, Phillip, my experience, that don't people live double lives, man. You can't control the information that somebody gives you.
That's true. That's why we research first.
Okay.
Background checks.
Sometimes
we run references.
Sometimes some things that a reference ain't gonna cover, man.
Well, the thing about it, you date long enough. When you get old enough and you're honest with yourself, you know what it is, and you learn how to size people up real quick.
Yeah.
The older you get, like I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're 35 years old and you can't size people up, then outside of the fact that you've been married to one person and now you're just coming into the dating scene because of a divorce or whatever, I get that. Outside of that, you I don't know what you was doing.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to be able to size. By 35, you should be able to size somebody up.
Absolutely. And we got to start being honest.
With yourself.
But you got to be honest in your situation. Yeah. Because some people, your word is your bond. Some people, they only know what you tell them.
Now, let's elaborate.
Everybody knows what I mean. The whole point of talking and getting to know somebody is what you say. I can't read your mind. So if you want me to know something, tell me. Now, if we 10 years in a relationship, I should be able to pick up on some stuff.
Right.
But if we just started dating, if you have something going on in your life, it's your responsibility to tell me what's up.
Right, of course.
Right. Absolutely. And give me the option to decide if I want to stay or not.
See, now that right there, I'm about to interject.
Listen.
That option part right there is hard for me.
Okay.
Because when you say that, like, say we've been rocking for a while, feelings and everything is invested, and I might have done something that, again, it was a split moment. It was something that I know that you might not take well.
Mm-hmm.
And in an instance, you might be like, I ain't fucking with that person. But so really, you don't even give me an option, because if I tell you this, then you leaving. Like, you leave. But I'm like, man, this ain't really that bad, and we can figure this out. So I don't. Man, I
gotta give me the option.
That's the risk of relationships, though.
That's hard.
Somebody calling in.
After the caller, I'm gonna tell y'all. Tell y'all I'm gonna jump into something personal real
Oh, I
quick.
think it's somebody different.
Okay.
Okay. so
Somebody
we weren't-
different.
We were not answering.
I think.
He done called us from the WhatsApp app, Lord.
He probably did.
Think about Nicole. Say your name. What's your name, babe? What up?
We got a caller, you guys. I don't know. We kind of screened our calls because we've been getting the same caller back to back
He
to
is not
back.
gonna
to back.
stress us out.
Okay, I understand.
Does it sound different?
If it sounds different, we can take the call. It's the same person.
I couldn't understand what they said. What up?
Bro, I'm telling you, it's the African. He got
It might be.
no on some.
Nigga, you done bought some
Yes,
damn. What you done
that
bought?
I am playing. Listen, he got ties to money. He been telling me about rubber trees and all of this. Man, he's fucking crazy. I should have known. Listen, I should have known.
Listen, y'all.
So you
From
should
the
you want to
DMs and the messages and the profiles that he was doing when he was following the other girl before me.
See?
That I needed to run. I'm gonna tell you right now, money is not everything. Okay, money.
It ain't.
Not everything.
Listen.
Dealing with the stresses that I'm dealing with this man. I just don't even want the money. I don't.
Listen. I wish I could see her face.
I'm looking at it on TV. I'm like, it looks better on TV than in real person. I'm just gonna watch the screen. I ain't even gonna look at you over here. I'm just gonna watch the screen.
Me out and like, no, he gonna have his people call. He gonna
Clearly.
He's the one that called me and just talk about some. Oh, so you talking to such and such? How do you
Hey,
know?
listen, jail, you can find a lot in jail. Trust me, I done figured that out.
But he's not nobody that's connected in with nobody in this city.
Apparently,
But that's what I'm saying.
hey,
So
there's
he
a lot of
done
Africans in the city. I know a
listen,
couple.
stress me out. But listen,
We was talking about giving you the option.
yes.
Yes.
So let me give you my situation, which you're probably clear of, and I have no problem with discussing this. My youngest child, Saint, prime example. I was dating his dad. Probably could have dated longer before that happened, but we were dating, and guess what? I got pregnant. It only took for me to get pregnant for me to find out that he had a whole relationship in another state. Would I have known that? No, because I was with him every night. I had the code to where he lived. I knew where his safe was. I was talking to him regularly. Like there was no signs. I would be laying on him. His phone would be right here in front of my face. There were no indications of another situation. And when he made that clear to me at that point, I was already pregnant. So I felt like had you told me that ahead of time, then I would have had the option to move forward.
But see, that's now
And I would have handled myself in a different manner.
right now that
And you knew you had a girlfriend.
yes,
I didn't know that.
yes. Now
That's why I say be honest and give that person
So-
the option.
So this. Let me jump in on this real quick because I've dealt with this situation lately as of recent. So here it is. People say, "Well, I didn't lie about something,"
And
no.
that's him. And that's what that was.
and
that
no,
was our argument.
and no, you didn't lie. But let me tell you something. So,
That's not the full truth.
but-
It's a lie.
well, here's the thing about it. So
you
I'm
withheld information,
That's
so
a
you
lie.
So-
deceived me.
So here's how it goes in real estate because I've got my real estate license. Woo! I'm supposed to sell your houses, cars. Oh, not cars, but houses.
Houses and cars.
Houses.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get houses and cars, but I'll buy y'all one too.
All right.
But
all right.
but there's this thing that's called full disclosure.
Yes.
If you do not do what's called full disclosure, did you lie? No. But did you leave out pertinent information? Yes.
Yes.
And you can go to jail for that.
Yeah,
Listen.
You know, so the thing about it is people going around acting like, well, I didn't lie, but you're not giving full disclosure.
Information.
You're not releasing pertinent information that can affect this relationship.
Absolutely.
And so when you're doing stuff like that, that's
Yeah.
the kind of
And-
games. That's
Yeah,
games.
In our situation, what made it worse to me is that one, he approached me on not one but two platforms. He approached me, and then I asked the question came up: why are you single? And his answer was because I was looking for you. And then, right, that's cheesy. Y'all could go ahead and give him the bomb for that. But I mean, we had right.
right. That's the straight shit in the toilet.
Okay. And I didn't find out until later. In my situation, I didn't find out until after my child was born that He did not want to be in this relationship. He was not happy with this relationship. He had gone months and weeks and time frames without speaking to her. But it don't matter because you knew that was a relationship and that girl thought y'all was in a relationship. Now, she didn't know that you was spending countless time with me and we was talking about kids and I was the one taking you to the airport when you was going to see her ass. She didn't know that.
So now that's a completely different withholding information. Now that I can definitely understand.
So that's what I mean about give me the option.
So I'll give an example. Somebody I know, they got genital herpes.
Listen, honey.
They've been dating somebody for about 2 years, and they still haven't disclosed it to that person.
Oh wow!
Now, but again, if this person disclosed it in the beginning, would they have been as open as it? So I guess options like that, or even for my situation with my ex. I will say this. There was a point in time where we were messing around and I wasn't satisfied and just being drunk and crazy. I went and did something else with somebody else real fast. Again, just for satisfaction. Yeah. It was no relationship building. Like I didn't care about that person, but I just went and did satisfy myself because at that moment I needed a little more satisfaction. Right. So now I'm left with, damn, I know I done effed up. I really didn't want to have sex with that person, but it was just like the moment. And so those are you had a real life whole situation. Yeah. Like that option should have done. But and
that's why we showed up. That's why we showed up to his house Christmas Eve. Nigga was like, oh, this is his house. We about to go up there now.
All up in there. Mika trying to be the voice of reason. Like, nah. Me and Jan like, hey, let's go. But which one
of these is his house? We going up in there.
Ready to go.
But see, here's a good rule of thumb. Because I think about, because there's stuff, we've all done stupid stuff. I know I've done stupid stuff. And, you sit down and think about it. If you're thinking about if I tell this person what went down or what I did, how are they going to respond? If you're asking yourself that question, that's the thing you need to disclose. Yeah. Because you're going to be honestly truthful, you will be able to sleep better, whether they stay or whether they go.
See, I'm not, because now I'm about to be sad because I'm like, I didn't even want that person. I done told you that I did this. You believing and I'm sad and I'm upset. And now this great relationship that we could have had is not going to be had because you stuck on this thing that doesn't matter.
That's the control freak. Because if I'm in that situation and I'm dating somebody, it's the control freak in me. Like, I really like you and I don't want this to end. And I'm so afraid that what we have is not solid enough for you to stay with me after I tell you this.
Right.
That's I think that's what it comes.
I wouldn't say it's a control freak. I think all of us are afraid of just rejection.
I am. I have rejection issues. I have my dad. I have rejection.
We all have rejection issues.
Right. Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is, all of us are not perfect. We've all done stupid stuff. And then when we get in a relationship that's the real shit, you're like, damn, I gotta be accountable for the stupid shit that I did. Yeah. And if I say this, is it gonna mess up what I really want?
Yeah. Right.
And I mean, that's just the reality of it. But here's the flip side. Could they flip out and go off on us? Yes. Could they leave? Yes. But the other flip side to it is it's a positive risk. They can still say, you know what? I choose to be with you.
We can work through it.
And there's nothing sweeter when somebody can look at you in all that you are and the stupid junk that you do, and they say, I still choose you. But you never get that satisfaction if you don't lay the risk on the table.
Yep. It's true.
And everybody isn't built for that. All I need is one. All I need is like, Phillip, you did some stupid shit. Yeah, I did, babe. I still choose you. And you be like, are you sure?
Right.
You sure? Like, I told you I did this.
But that's the adult factor. I did something recently in a situation that I'm in, and I was wrong. I know I was wrong. Like, I know I was wrong. I stood him up more than once. And then I told him, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make it up to you. And then when I said I was gonna make it up to him, I stood it up. Stood him up again.
Are we over you?
Did him again.
I stood him up, and then I didn't talk to him for a month. He called FaceTime.
She ghosted him.
I ghosted him.
That should be another word for ghosting. That's some.
But guess what?
That's some advanced.
Yes. That's what it is. Yes.
But I will tell you, I felt bad. I hit him up. We talked about it like adults. And he was like, I forgive you, but you're not about to have me going through that shit again.
Right. That's grown man stuff.
That's grown man. That's why I said a grown man. And I'm trying, you give your effort. I'm learning. I'm learning, y'all. I'm trying to be a better woman.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think is actually, I don't know. We as men, we do grow up slower than women.
Yeah.
But by growing up slower, we think about all of the dumb stuff that we did as we were growing up. And so when we get to a place where we're grown, we're straight up grown for, as opposed to a lot of the women, you mature faster, but there are still areas in your life you're still immature in, or you do stuff because I am grown and you realize your grown self did some stupid ass shit. Yeah. And then you like, now I got to be accountable for that. Yeah. And you like, I don't want to be accountable for that.
And I was told by this same person that sometimes guys do things to women and we just think that he did it on purpose and it's us and we need to lose weight and we need to do this, or it was another woman. And sometimes guys are not that smart. Do things subconsciously without even knowing that that's what they're doing, or that's what message it is that they're sending to you. Right. So I think it goes back to what we said before. Communication is key.
Yeah, I won't say we're not that smart. I think it's just we do what we want to do because we want to do it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. She got to go pee. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break.
We're going to take a break, y'all.
As a matter of fact, I got to go pee too. Okay. We can take a field trip to the bathroom.
Yes. We're going to take a break, y'all, real quick. Talk time with Ashley Nicole. We in overdrive right now. Only on WTMH Radio, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that. We'll be right back. We're going to jump into some music right quick. I don't know what we playing, but we'll be right back. Drop them questions in the comment box. See you in a second. Bye-bye.
Wie schaffen die das bloß? Ob die das freiwillig tun? Hallo, wann haben die denn mal Feierabend? Sowas gibt's hier nicht. Hat der ein Ende? Nein, sie bauen was zusammen, um es wieder kaputt zu machen. Auf diese Weise haben sie immer etwas zu tun. Wenn sie bis ans Ende aller Tage immer wieder vernichten, was sie herstellen, erreichen sie etwas sehr Wichtiges für sich. Sie haben dann nämlich immer Arbeit und somit eine Existenzberechtigung in Wunderland.
said Bird Gang is
Cheers, Greenland, jail writer, my man J Mills. Dipset, wanna blow, we in the building. Let's get this shit rockin', man. No movement, the movement, a move in the movement. You're two in the movies, it's 2D and beauty. This crew keep the toolies, the moolies and loonies. Look, booby, excuse me, my dudes like the Clooney's. So Scooby, scream, I don't like scream. Jamming like Mike do, you're dancing like Michael. I'm playing with a rifle, stand up to slave. Stop frontin', stuntin', your cans get recycled. I'm what you call a champ, you get your quarters down. If you ain't heard word, I'm moving off water land. I'm talking water tramp, on the jet, vortex, hit the west, then stretch like I caught a cramp. Fuck Nick Cannon, I got cannons, Nick, I got cannons, licks, straight cancer sticks. I'm the answer prick from Los Angeles to out of London, these youngins can't stand the tips.
Everybody wanna know if I'm a Jamaican. Tell them nah, fam, but don't get it mistaken. Look, I'm still a rude boy. That'll empty out the two boy. And when the scale first location, keep the laces loose on my Timberlands. Still be in the heights, blowing haze on the stupid my Dominicans. Ask around how bills get down. I'm in the staircase, looking for my shoes hanging out. Cops mad cause I'm getting it. They got me pulled over, but my L's still burning. So I'm still hitting it. I just went through the hood, I live in it. And it's enough crack in the ghetto, but I'm still spitting it. It's Mr. Mills and Mr. Writer. We both getting cake screws, Mr. Nicer. Plus I'm liable to light up. They know what it is, man. All day. Harlem, J Mills, J.R. Writer. Dipset, wanna blow. Green leg.
Someone like you.
We back. Talk time with Ashley Nicole. One of my viewers on Facebook said, I'll date you, but I need $20 first, please. And
did they elaborate on that? Like, why?
Tell me why he said he's joking. I was about to say $20. You ain't about to get a holler. No, I'm just playing.
$20 and then I date you. Say,
and then you'll date me. Gotcha. So a topic just came up. Phillip, you're gonna ask the questions. I'm not asking.
When is it too early to have sex?
Yes.
I seem too damn excited about this question.
You guys, when is it too early? When is it too early to just go ahead and jump into it now?
See, that's the problem. No, for real.
There's no right answer.
Exactly.
Every situation is different. I recently read something like that, and guys have said, matter of fact, we did a live on Facebook, and a lot of my viewers said, Ashley, it really does not matter. It depends on the connection, because you can have sex on the first night, and it don't mean that you a hoe. Absolutely. And it don't mean that he's going to respect you any more or any less if you don't. Because there are some people that don't have sex and then they don't get respected because they're gonna have sex with somebody else. It's really up to you and your level of comfort. A guy, I'm talking about the same guy for some reason. He told me that, I might have told you this, Phillip. When you tell a guy, I don't want to have sex with you, we're gonna wait. We're gonna get to know each other first. You changed the game right now. You made his focus, all right, I'm gonna do all of this so I could get to have sex with her. You made that the goal instead of him getting to know you. Right. It's a risk for you to have sex with him in the beginning, yes, but when you put it off 3 months down the line, now you got to deal with somebody who may have only wanted to have sex with you, and you wasted 3 months, and you probably got some feelings now. And then when you get the D, you really in love, right? So it really doesn't, my opinion, it really doesn't matter. It could be the first night and y'all could get married. It could be 3 months and y'all don't get married. There's no right or wrong answer.
That is very true.
Let's take it to Facebook or Instagram. What they say.
Yeah, I'm Ohio. We are at WTMH Radio. That's where I'm at.
I'm trying to figure out where you at.
Where you broadcasting from?
I want to ask this question in person.
I'm glad nobody can see me on that side. I'm scared.
Someone said, Somebody said that's 2 for $20, baby. I'm done. We're not going to
2 for $20.
We're not going to.
Oh,
that's why he needs $20.
They about to be the DM of the week. Who is that?
You the DM of the week. He the DM of the week. We got some answers too. So
DM
of the week.
We got 2 answers to the question that Phillip asked. And when is it too soon to have sex, or when should you have sex? Something on that nature.
Right? Yeah. When is it too early to have sex?
Same guy. He said, if you take them seriously, anything before the first week is too soon.
Oh, this is a dude that said that?
That's
a dude that said that.
Yeah.
A dude said anything before the first week is too serious. It's too soon.
That's what he said. Now, I have someone on Instagram that said it doesn't matter.
What's the justification for a week? Like, is it the 7-day trial buyback? Keep the receipt.
So I'm saying, are y'all talking like every single day of the week? Are y'all going to each other? Are y'all seeing each other, or
he said a week, not 30 days, but 7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
I mean, I just feel like, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna step outside of a woman and sensitive in my emotions.
You gonna step outside of a woman?
Yeah.
I want to see you do it. Go ahead.
Step outside real quick.
I want you to.
With what I'm about to say.
And we're recording live right now, America. Ashley Nicole is about to step outside of being a woman.
Guys like sex, right?
I agree. She did it. She stepped out.
I like sex. I'm like,
there you go.
I like sex too. That's why I was like,
listen,
a week is a long time.
I agree.
That's a long time.
3 days. 3 days is a long time.
Guys like sex. If they're interested in you, they want to know what you're like having sex with you. If they like you, I mean, I'm the same way. If I like you and I'm attracted to you, I kind of want to test the package. I want to try first. So
head first.
It is what it is. We're adults. It's about being adults. Right. Sex is a big part of a relationship, regardless if anyone wants to be in denial or not. Your lifestyle is your lifestyle. That's your choice. I respect you 100%. But according to my experience and people that I know, and guys have told me, sex is a big part of a relationship. Sex is a big part of you getting to know anyone if you're trying to get to know them in an intimate manner. It's the most intimate thing you can do with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
So, sometimes if the sex is great, even if truthfully, if you have, let's say you have sex the first night and it's bad, there's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't mean they're not going to call you back. You know why? Because they're going to be curious about the next time.
Maybe it's a bad day.
Right.
You know,
it really is up to what you feel comfortable with. That's the true answer.
That's what we say when it's bad sex. Maybe they had a bad day. You gotta start offering excuses. Not for your performance, but
I disagree. He said, He said relationships built on sex crumble faster. I disagree. Some men want a lady in the street
and a freak in the sheets.
And that is the woman that they will marry.
Freak in the house. Just once we close the door, baby. Freaky. Forget the lady.
Freaky all in
Listen.
I need to explain how this TV got broke.
One of my viewers said me and my ex-fiance had sex on like day 3. And we were together 3 years. Faithfully. And we had great sex. Pound. Someone else said pound. Test the package 2018.
Test the package. Test
the package.
I like that for
I'm gonna put my sex hashtag is hashtag dive in first. Dive in head first.
No. Hashtag is TGIF.
Yeah. Oh, what I said. Tongue goes in first. Yeah, that's
tongue goes in first.
TGIF.
Yes.
I like that. TGIF. Tongue goes in first. And then I gotta shout out Lakaya, my co-host on Phillip Bufford Live, because her hashtag is sex lives matter.
It's true. It's true.
I'm just gonna say I'm TGINF and your bitches on 2018.
Tongue goes in first. Tongue goes in first.
Somebody said my man's Phillip has me crying.
I love y'all.
This is what we do, man. Tuesday nights, man. This is one of the only places you can come, and we're gonna keep it 100 with no censorship. I'm not gonna allow anybody to be uptight and just keep it to themselves. Right. Get it out, get it off your chest.
But why not dive in first though? Just dive in. Don't test the package. Jump in.
About to dive in.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta put a little run with it. Dive in. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna do this. You gonna tip a 40 to my memory.
I don't believe that relationships built on sex crumble faster because, as we discussed earlier, a lot of my friends that are in pretty, relationships, healthy relationships, you argue, you go through things, they started based on sex. And they had no thought of being in a relationship or where they are now, living together, potentially having kids or do have kids, you know, how it works. Sometimes that's just how it is. It really depends on you and your situation. If you have an agreement that sex is not that important, then that's your situation.
That's a lie.
But I'm gonna tell you, in my situation,
it's a lie. It's a lie. Look, I'm gonna do it. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Bring the music back. It's all a lie. If you say sex don't matter, no, it's all a lie.
That is a lie. Sex.
If you in church,
it does matter.
If you in church, I know the preacher saying you shouldn't have sex before marriage, and he right. That's why I should get married like within a week.
Well, that's what the preacher said.
I can wait a week.
The Lord says.
That's what the preacher say, right? Oh, but when did he meet old lady? When did he meet the mother of the church?
When did he do her?
Yeah, because it wasn't. Yeah,
right.
We're gonna have some real conversation on what we should do, Pastor. I know you saying that we shouldn't have sex. When was the first time you had sex with your woman? And since we're talking about all the leadership, gotta contribute to this conversation. All the deacons and deaconesses, choir director, musicians, drummers. I want to know when did y'all do that?
When did y'all do that? Okay, right.
That's the answer to the question.
This Sunday morning. Sunday morning.
You have to wait a week to have sex in the church.
Oh boy.
Some
pastor said that?
Listen, I don't know. That's what one of my followers said. But I want to jump into this because this is borderline DM of the week.
Who that pastor? Because I don't think my pastor said that.
Well, it wasn't a pastor. It was just some random dude.
Yeah, somebody said we take them seriously. Anything before the first.
Oh, that man's talking about the week. Boy, we still trying to figure out what the heck that week is.
Yeah, I don't know.
What justifies the week?
I don't know. So one of my followers, one of my viewers on Instagram Live, he said, I asked you to be my leading lady in my music video and you left me hanging, so I'm going. 3 peace signs. So since he wants to address this, we can address this.
First of all, who is it?
His name is Dominican Male 2L614.
First off, Dominican Male, big up to whatever you're doing, but we don't even know who you are.
Let's Google him.
So let me tell you this. He did send me a DM. I'm going to tell you. He did send me, while we talking about DM of the week, he said, I'm just talking shit. You good. But
Oh no! You didn't open it up!
I'm not about to clear you. We Googled it.
So, listen. He said, I'm just talking shit. You good, but it doesn't matter. But somebody underneath him said, Pound, put him on blast 2018.
Put him on blast! Right. No, we giving up. We
let me tell you.
You set yourself up.
Right. You asked for it. Now we gonna get the answer.
I'm not gonna put you on blast. He laughing. I'm not gonna put you on blast like that. I'm not gonna do you like that.
But we gonna talk about you.
I'm gonna address it. To my recollection, you slid in my inbox and I believe you said how much will it cost for you to be, how much will you charge to be in my video or something like that? Something to that. I could be wrong, but it was one sentence. So here's the way that I work. I have done music videos in the past, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sugarcoat. You have to send me the song. Because I'm not going to tell you I'm going to be in your video and you got me in something and I got to bust it wide. We're not doing that. That's number one.
You ain't paying.
I got to hear the song. Right. I got to know what you're trying to pay. That's number two. I need to know my role. You never said the leading lady in your video. That's also, you never gave me the details. You never gave me a time, a location, where we at, any of that. And I'm not even coming at you. I'm just being 100% honest. This is how you approach me. I don't know how everybody else does things, but that's how when I'm doing a job and I'm doing a music videos specifically, because everybody do music videos differently. Right. When I'm doing a music video, I tell every artist I need to hear the song first.
Very true.
And that only makes sense though, because you got to be able to vibe to it.
Absolutely.
And I need to know what wardrobe is like. Yeah. Prime example, the last person that asked me to be in a video, it didn't follow through. He told me exactly what the whole video was about. I said, can you send me the song? Mm-hmm. He told me what I was going to wear, my role in the video, and a time frame on when I could expect for us to shoot.
Did any of that follow through?
Yeah.
No, I followed up like, are we going to do this? It didn't fall through, but he approached me. It was the way he approached me.
There's a proper way to do business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. He was like, I was still waiting for a hello.
Because that's the problem. Because you doing some personal. See,
and that's my problem when it comes to people approaching me for music videos or for jobs. And I'm not even taking a shot at you. I'm honest. This is something that I need to address live. My problem with my DMs and the DM of the week is that guys approach me like, hey, I want you to be in my video. Or, hey, I'm looking for somebody to manage some models, or I'm looking for some models. And then I just go ahead and respond and have the conversation, and it turns into, so when can I get to know you? Pause. That's not how it, listen, keep it 100 from the jump, because then we're going to have a problem. You know, he said, suave mommy. Okay. To each his own. It is what it is. If you want me to do business, then we're going to do business. I got kids. My business is very serious. Very. I slack in some areas. I'm not perfect. It is what it is. But you're not gonna approach me like we're gonna do business, and you want to work with me, and then you really just want me to talk to you. No.
You got a question?
Phillip got a question.
Can we unpause?
Yeah. His hand is raised.
I be on it. She be like, pause. I was like, what? I had to give it. She needed to get that off her chest. Like, I was just like,
well, that's how I came up with the DM of the week, because guys would be, one guy specifically, he was like, Ash. He was like, I see what you're doing. You got the girls, blah, 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 whatever. I really want to work with you, whatever. So let's have lunch. I went to lunch with him.
But that's how you
We had a business conversation, but guess what? At the end of that business conversation, he was like, so what's up? You dating her? I was ready to get my ass up from that table.
So you done wasted my time.
You wasted my time.
All of this, and you was just trying to
tell me that you want to talk to me.
Right, up front.
He said I can get that anywhere. I'm focused.
Now, let me hide DM on this, because I ain't trying to get them no advertisement.
Okay.
I like you.
Right. I did not own the right to that drink.
So we going backwards to the guy who said that the sex for the week thing.
For a week.
Yeah. He said, wait, hold up.
Right. I know those. Wait, hold up. Let me clarify.
He said, look, I've done a lot of girls. As I've matured, I've learned to stop thinking below the waist. So here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. I'm not saying that you have to think below the waist. I'm saying that sex is a part of a relationship. And I'm also saying that it is up to the woman's disclaimer if she wants to sleep with you the first night, or if she wants to sleep with you after a week. It is also a man's disclaimer if he wants to take it, or if he wants to pressure you into doing it. That's just how situations work. You're two people, you're an adult. Both of you can say no. One of you can say no. Both of y'all can say yes. That's how it works.
I think that this was his explanation. Like, he done been messing around so much and for so long that, you know, if you can't
so that's his standard
for like a week.
Yeah.
Then, you know,
now, this is what
I get where he's saying. I get what
I am saying.
I get where he's coming from now.
This is what I am saying.
Still a week though.
If you choose to sleep with a man before that week is up, if you choose to sleep with someone before that week or early or whatever you want to call it,
right?
I understand what you're saying. Do not make it so that sex is all you bring to the table.
Absolutely.
I get that wholeheartedly, because that's what that can give out. That's the perception you can give. Like, oh, okay, well, this is all she's good for. She don't want to talk about nothing else. We just we're just gonna do that. But no, you know, women have a sex drive also, and you may be fine as hell. She might just say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and knock this out the park.
I'll be straight up. You know, it's a week. If you guys have sex on the first day, it's still too early to try to come up to conclusions about somebody.
Absolutely.
It's the first day y'all met. Y'all had sex. Okay, it's something that happened. You still got a whole lot to know.
Yeah.
You know, because let me be honest. Let a woman tell a man, I want to have sex with you, and let him be the one to say, we gotta wait a week. I promise you, nigga, you ain't gonna get it. That's gonna be the last time he offer you some pussy in like a long ever.
Right. You know you got to be gay. You know you got to be gay if you turn it down some pussy. You know. Have to be gay.
He said his comeback was, well, if I like you, I'm not gonna sweat you in the first week. And don't get me wrong, but if I just want to smash, then that's how I'm coming at you. And that's the risk with it, because there are some guys they're not gonna approach. You can tell the difference, and sometimes it's not even like that. It's risky. That's all I can say.
I mean, relationships, it's all risk.
Yeah.
All relationships are risk.
Some people are extremely sexual beings. If we've been honest and we're adults.
Me.
Just because somebody approaches.
I'm honest. Wait, we grown, right? I'll straight up be like, look, I'm like Oprah. I love sex.
My body.
No, there ain't no conflict. My mind and my body is in one accord.
Okay.
We are unified. I'm the Holy Trinity. My mind, my heart, my body, my soul, my finances. You know,
that's good to go.
It's good to go.
Some people are just sexual beings.
I got sent a text message.
And they just kind of feel like,
see, you know
what? Some people just feel like I'm a sexual being. Some people are like that. And it's just, like I said, it's a risk. Some people are just sexual beings. And if they like you, they like you. We're going to do this. It is what it is.
Right.
It's about what makes you comfortable. I just feel like that's just the bottom line. What makes you comfortable and what you're trying to do.
Yes, communication.
Sometimes a male or a female can approach you strictly sex. Does that mean they don't like you? No, it just means they like you, they're attracted to you, and they like having sex with you. That could be what that means. It don't mean that they just want to keep having sex and then leave, or they don't think they want to get to know you. No, I like having sex with you, so you know what? I'm about to send you. That's just,
all the more why the lines of communication are very important. Are you having sex to have sex? Are you having sex to build something? Like, right. what's the form of, like, communication?
It's a normal.
But don't be trying to talk about it while we having sex, though. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Let me put that disclaimer. Because we can have this conversation, but not while we doing it from the back. Like, no. Or
do you like me? Do you like me?
Right.
Are we gonna talk again after this?
I'm
trying to.
We have this conversation right now.
Right.
We can do the morning after when we have some eggs and breakfast and I'm cooking and everything. Like, yeah, we can talk then.
Right afterwards.
But while I'm in this.
But the flesh,
right now,
in the moment.
Look, I'm trying to bust a sweat right here. Like, come on now, I missed work y'all for the last 2 days.
Hey, listen, this person said, I tell you what, if she throwing it at me that fast, then I have to see it as sex buddies, and I'm pulling back on the feelings. And that's you. I don't even want to talk about it no more. That is you, and you are. There's nothing wrong with you thinking that way. I'm not going.
But you know what that's.
Let her throw it at me.
No, but there are many people that have that perspective. Like, I know a lot of dudes that's getting money. Like, they're throwing you at it.
Absolutely.
So if a dude, certain dudes I know, be like, oh, she just throwing it. That's all she is. Just a little fuck. Oh, I'm just fuck her. Just like so. Yep. Again, it's like you said, it's risk in all of it. Like it just goes with how you carry yourself, the communication, and what it is. What it is.
That's the first chapter of my book, Kiss or Run. Is all relationships are risks.
Yeah, they are, and it's true.
And it's not only negative risk, but positive risks.
It is, and you have to learn how to work through things.
Just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. And if it's something you don't like I said, communicate.
Right.
And if it's something you don't like, you have to ask yourself and respect yourself enough to know, is this something that I'm able to move past and still rock with this person?
Right.
And if it is, then keep on going. If not, you know how to leave.
Absolutely.
This person, let's go back to the video guy. I'm gonna call you video guy.
Video guy.
He got a lot to say. He said, I mean, you fly, you're a beautiful woman, but I'm about my business. I think you're good people, Ashley. I'm enjoying your show for real. No disrespect. It's all love. Hey, I wasn't trying to come at you disrespectful either, but I just had to make that clear since we were on the subject.
There's nothing against you personally, but that's just how people come in general.
That's
people
just
becoming like that, and you don't know when to distinguish between, okay, who's trying to do business versus who's trying to get professional.
Yeah, and that's the problem that I have. That's what, like I keep saying, that's why I have DM of the week, because a lot of people approach me thinking, you know what, she talk about. Listen, some people know I'm not going to respond to their DM.
Period.
They know.
Period.
It's a shot. It's a shot in the dark.
Like that.
It's a shot in the dark. So they just hit me up on some business.
I wish I got a DM like that.
Right, doing diversions, trying to
find a way. They find another way. Like, I know she about her business. So, hey, look, no lie. This could be DM of the week. We can talk about it. Somebody hit me up in my DMs like, hey, I'm interested in booking you for a shoot. Are you interested to style a shoot? I didn't respond because I went to their page and nothing in their page indicated anything with modeling. They wasn't even a rap artist. They wasn't anything that will require me to style. I didn't see anything. It was just one of those pages. You know, some people are not social media etiquette, you know.
They just GWCs.
Yeah.
Guys with cameras.
Yeah. Right. You know, stuff like that. A whole bunch of memes. Like, you don't barely even know what their face is.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So, and guess what? They never said anything else after that.
This is a long damn song.
Because you already know.
It is.
I mean, and it's very true. Very true. People will use. So you got to know what you're dealing with.
And he came. See, you know what? I'm done with you tonight. All that damn talk about a week and all this other stuff. This Negro going to say, yeah, because my friends will benefit. We've been at it for 2 years. years. I'm done with you tonight.
Bye. I'm so confused now.
I'm lost.
So confused.
Friend with a benefit.
I'm lost. I'm gonna go get my grandmama.
I feel it. So yeah,
Keep talking.
DM of the week. Let's go on to DM of the week, y'all, real quick.
The DM of the week.
We overtime today.
7 days.
We are overtime.
We overtime. It's 8:45.
Hashtag 7 days.
Yeah, we're a little late. But I'm gonna tell y'all, DM of the week. This guy slid in my DMs. Him and his wife want me to be a third.
What? Listen.
Congratulations.
Listen, let me jump. Listen, if you have, see, I'm about to
listen. But I've been approached. I didn't respond. I've been approached in that manner more than once. I went to Miami and this girl was just there. You know, girls dance with girls. It's no big deal. Yeah. But then her husband came behind. I was like, oh shit, should they? Oh, okay. And then she was like, you should hang out with us after we get ready to go back to the hotel. I was like, no, we not. She was like, we got money. I was like,
and they will do that.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done. And then Avalon. I was at Avalon. This couple pulled up in a Porsche. I was like, hey, come here. I was like, huh? She was like, come here, come sit on my lap. I like you. She's like, baby, do you like her? I was like,
I ain't gonna listen because it's one.
I know.
It's one girl. As a matter now that you said that they black.
They had just moved here. They lived in Gahanna.
Girl.
Yep.
They did it to you too.
That's a notorious couple that they be own.
She was like, we got money. She said the same thing. We got some money. We'll pay you.
Pay you. Yeah.
I don't respond, you guys.
Nowadays, I don't know. Y'all might be able to jump back into my DM with that. Because listen, no love to all 2018. No love all 2018.
This fool just asked me, am I scared to do your video or am I
scared to
talking
respond? About this?
Right. Yeah, you have to pay.
We're talking about being third wheels now.
Right.
I left the video all the way along. I'm trying to figure out.
Listen, I want to talk about this. Mine. We ain't
talking about it. It happened to me. It happened to me over the holidays.
You was not to miss somebody's third.
Somebody was asking like, you should come over, and I'm like, should I? It was like at first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come over, and then she was like, yeah, and the guy was like, yeah, come over, and they got money, like they accountants and brokers and make money, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna come over, like yeah, and she said something, she said it, I was just like, oh. She said I could spend the night.
You can spend the night. They got an extra bed.
And no.
Extra space in the bed.
She was like, she would handle all of my sleeping arrangements, and Don will be glad that you stay the night too. And I'm like,
oh. Somebody approached my ex.
I was like, oh.
When we were together, my older kid's dad. Somebody approached him. We were out of the country, and the guy came up to him and had some money, and he was like, listen. He was like, you come home with us. He was like, listen, I know you're a younger guy. You're attractive. My wife thinks you're attractive. There's some things I can't do for her. So you want to come home with us? I'm not going. You do whatever she wants you to do.
What do they call that? Because I like
voyeurism.
It's not. It's not. No. Because I watch X videos a lot.
No, because it's not. Because the one that there's a couple where they participate. It's basically a menage a trois. It's the wrong kind of menage a trois, but it's a menage a trois.
Is it cuckold? What is cuckold?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But then there's the one where the husband actually sits in the corner.
That's
voyeurism, where he sits and he watches you do his wife.
Yeah.
And I've been approached about that. Like earlier.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. He said, that I should professionally book you for the summer. For what?
Voyeurism.
Look, now it's $20.
That's the $20. Oh,
and I actually met. So I had somebody that was a sex therapist, and I said, "How are you a sex therapist?" And that's one of the things she said is she actually goes into the room. And she tells them have sex, and she sits in the corner with her wine, and she watches them have sex, and then gives them critique. An analysis after it's over. Because I was like, "You really do that?" And she was like, "Yeah."
There is a degree.
I was like,
I sit and watch folks have sex. And
there is a degree. They didn't offer that in college. I didn't offer it because I would have gladly signed up for that, and then I would have been like, I'm a player coach, so I'm a sub. What is it in wrestling? I'm a tag. I'm a tag. This is tag. Tag. You out? I'm in.
That would be called tag teaming.
Tag teaming, yeah. But only one of us in it because I can't do two dicks. That's I can't do. That's the wrong kind of fantasy. Because I'm gonna be straight up with you. Everybody that's listening on Instagram and Facebook, what happened to the music? You know. Let me get the point. So I'm gonna tell you, this is how you know. Every straight man has the one dick per fantasy policy. That in his fantasy, there is only one dick, and it's his. Yeah. Nobody else's dick is co-starring in my shit.
That is true.
That was just like, that's not happening. There could be 50 women. I'm gonna be in that dream. It's gonna be me. As cool as I am with my boys, my fraternity, whomever, y'all are not ending up in my fantasy. Y'all can't even sit on the sidelines.
And I know some guys who like, hey, me and such and such ran up. Oh, okay.
No.
How was y'all? Okay.
No.
Right. That's so gay to me. Like, you just gonna sit there and pitch, and y'all go, okay.
No. It's the wrong kind.
It's the wrong kind.
It's the wrong kind. Because, I mean, I was asked that question. One time I was with an old ex-girlfriend. We were sitting down watching porn together. Mm-hmm. And she was just like, we were watching one, and there was two guys and one girl, and I had to fast forward to it. I was like, that's too wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. And then it was two girls and one guy, and I freeze framed it. And she was like, Phillip, why is that? Phillip, why is that so bad? Two guys and one girl. What's so wrong with that? You like two girls and one guy. And I said that's because every man has the one penis per fantasy policy.
Right.
You know, if you're a straight man, it's the one penis per penis. I can't even talk.
There is that double standard.
Yeah, it's a double standard. It is a true double. It's a double standard. I endorse the double standard because I'm straight.
I listen. I love ladies. I don't want to see no gay man. That's so nasty. Mm-mm. Like I will.
That's why.
No offense to the men, but that's not my preference. So I want to see
when we go out. That's why. I mean, being honestly truthful, when we were hitting the clubs heavy, when I was with 91.1, and we were out hitting the clubs, like we literally get off air and then go to the club. Mm-hmm. I mean, what we wanted bisexual women. That's what we wanted. That was the best menage a trois we ever had. Yes. Bisexual women. Everybody happy. Everybody happy.
Bisexual women are winning.
Bisexual
women are winning.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. I got older now, so now I don't do that stuff. Oh. I just read about it in books. Saw it on videos.
You're not out there being there.
Somebody jumped into it. Somebody just jumped in. It's like, huh? Like, what are we talking about?
He's not being the coolest monkey in the jungle.
I am the coolest monkey. I'm about to get that sweater.
Never seen you talk about nothing like this, Ashley. Never.
See, when Frank come on the show, it goes down. We were
talking about my DM of the week, and I was asked to be third wheel to a couple. And that's what it was. And we kind of just went south. So, you know, that's what it was. Like south, literally.
It was south. But it was all three.
It was all three.
It all revolved around the number 3.
You know, it's a mutual approach to go south.
Absolutely.
You should have asked him how much. You should have just entertained the conversation just for fun. You should have been like, how much?
I still got the DM, you know.
Yeah, how much is he talking?
Yeah, so let's do part 2 next week. You send it. You send them a message and be like, how much?
Back and say, so what's the price? Can I bring a friend and just watch them do it?
Oh shoot, that would be so awesome.
So you guys, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm gonna lose my voice in a minute.
We appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Nika's in the building. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna see her. Well, we're gonna see her Saturday night. I'm turning the hell up Saturday night.
Oh, we are about to be rich.
Yeah.
Oh my! Let me speak from my side. I want to speak. You know, she all professional and shit, but me, goddamn it, I'm turning this up.
Somebody responded back to what I said. Somebody responded back to what I said and said, selling ass. That is what we will not do.
We're not selling ass, but we do want to know what's the asking price.
Mind y'all, we gotta understand. He said we, and he talking about he, not me.
You know you want to know. Don't you, Robbie? Somebody asked you, like, we got money. I want to know how much.
I didn't even ask. I told you this is my third time being asked that. I never asked how much.
I would ask how much. If I'm with you and somebody be like, hey, you, the tall one, come here. Right. We got friends. I'm gonna scream from the line. How much? We just want to know what's the asking price.
Well, he's a good photographer too. We gonna have to shoot.
Oh,
his name is Angelus Complexus. He was like, I'm a photographer. Okay. This is my work. He just tagged me. Oh, okay. You know, he can work.
I've seen Angelus Complexus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some good work.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Shout out to Angelus Complexus.
He was the one who was asking all the questions about, you know, sex under a week and 2 for $20 and, you know, all that good stuff. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to him.
See, maybe his specialty is just photography. He doesn't know anything about these things. So, we got to help evolve him.
That's gonna be in my mind now from now on. I'm thinking, when I think of you this week, Ashley, I'm gonna be like, somebody's gonna ask you. And you gotta ask how much.
Listen, ain't nobody gonna ask me this weekend because I got plans, honey.
We'll just slide back into the DM real quick and just be like, how much?
Not how much.
Just how much? I just want to know what's the asking price.
I'm gonna just say my friend want to know how much.
How much?
You put it on me. You be like Phillip Bufford said. How much?
What's the price?
What's the asking price? I want to know what's the asking price. Asking. We asking price. So the people gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with him?
Right, for sure.
But you know something? If somebody asked y'all, you know, the menage a trois or to be a threesome to a married couple, and they said they got money, you know, at some point you would be wondering, I wonder how much they would have paid me. If you would have asked how much, you would have found out.
Right. Don't ever let those questions just wander.
If you really want to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Some woman walked up to me one day and she said, boy, if I was just a little younger. I said, oh what?
Oh what?
Oh what? Tell me.
What?
Tell me. I got a girlfriend right now. Tell me. We can see.
Let me know what I'm gonna withhold from my girlfriend.
Listen.
Right.
She don't get the option to find out about this.
Did you ask her? Did she tell you?
Yeah, she told me.
She told you she would have done.
She told me. Oh, you want to know what she told me? She said she would have laid me down in a nice hotel. And she would have handcuffed me to the bed. Now she said she got to make sure that the bedroom had pulled,
right.
or whatever you can handcuff me to.
Right.
And she said, but she said if she could, she would make something so it could handcuff me. And then she said she would pour honey and chocolate on my chest down to my knees.
I'm a little nervous.
And she said she would lick it all.
Why would just twitch like?
I said, that's it.
Right.
That's it. They're like, we gonna have sex, or you just am I your dessert?
I'll be handcuffed, sticky as hell. Talk about wake up.
And like, you know, I was like,
I feel like a treat. I feel like a treat. I gotta get up. I'm sticky as hell. I'm itching. I ain't shaved my legs, so my hair to my legs is just stuck down to my skin.
You know how somebody started trying to talk like they sexy? She said, yeah, I would have just did it like that. And I said, did what? I mean, all we did right now is me lay with chocolate and honey on me and you licking like, and that's a lot of sweets. Are you not mad?
That's an interesting combination.
You know, because you whipping it on my chest down to my knees, so everything in between.
Now that ain't for real. When you licking, that's not a lot because I done poured some chocolate up on the.
Yeah, that's it. But still, honey,
but chocolate and honey, chocolate and honey.
Let's be honest.
Chocolate and honey.
Honey is it's kind of thick.
It's thick.
It's thick as hell.
It's gonna take you
from my chest to my knees. She said from my chest to my knees. I'm sitting up here like, the only thing I ever put honey in was teeth. And she said she would lick it all. I was like, am I your diabetic escape? I'm like, are you gonna pass out and have diabetics? Because I had come to the bed like, get up. 911. Oh my God. I would be screaming towards the door. 911. I would be up in the Hilton.
Get me out of here.
911. She can't get up.
To the damn bed.
She in diabetic coma and her teeth is still stuck to my stomach. 911.
Did you just bite me?
It's just like, that just came out.
Stretch marks.
Stretch marks. I can't believe do you see my stretch? I just heard stretch marks. Who talking about stretch marks? Somebody said stretch marks, y'all. It's time to go.
Time to goddamn go.
Shout out to Carly J. She should subscribe.
Shout out to Carly J for subscribing to the channel.
She was just like, look, they is crazy. I'm subscribing.
Right.
We're going to be watching
shout out.
Talk Time with Ashley Nicole every
Tuesday, 6 to 8, you guys. It's been a ball.
Absolutely.
Ball.
Can you imagine if we went every day? Imagine like if we were on the morning.
I would love it.
The morning commute or the afternoon commute.
I would love it. That's the goal.
That would be great. Like I would move back, but y'all would have to figure out a way to get you back on there. Right.
Hey, you might have to come. You might have to come with that, but
you better just take Uber.
Right.
Uber
do got the planes now, no?
Uber got planes?
Uber flight. Oh, I'm done.
Uber got planes?
Yes.
Is it the tickets like Southwest?
Uber flight.
Oh, no, I doubt that. You know, it costs Southwest ticket price just to go up the street. But,
you know,
we're going to find out about Uber flights.
Cheapotickets.com.
Listen.
Find out about Uber flights. But yeah, the goal would be, ideally, if I could get on air every day, that would be absolutely great.
Having our own show. Because, you know, being on with other people.
Yeah.
You know.
It's different. I love it. People say all the time, like, people have hit me up like, Ash, I'll be your co-host if you need. No, I'm good where we at.
If you can replace me, I dare you. I just put it out there. If you can really, truthfully replace me, go for it. I will be here. Like, if you can replace me, I get up and just be like, here.
Become a viewer.
Jay-Z said less is more. There's plenty of us. It's plenty of us.
I'm like,
ain't never lied.
I'm like, I'm just like, dude, I don't know. You can replace me. I'm crazy. I'm the one that's coming up with ladies saying, I'll put you on honey and sugar, or honey and chocolate.
Somebody said better not get rid of Phillip.
Look, I got stories for days. Somebody come up to you saying some stuff. I'll be the person, be like, oh what? For what? You know, that's what you do. That's what you do. Right. So still slide into the DM and ask them what's the asking price.
I guess that's what I'm.
What's the asking price?
Hashtag, what's the asking price?
What's the price?
2018. Don't make me have to pay you. I don't want to have to pay no royalties.
What's the hashtag? What's the asking price?
What's the price hashtag? So you guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get my damn kids. Love y'all kids.
It's been real.
It's 9 o'clock. It's been real. We went overtime. I've never went overtime. It's the first time for everything. Hey. We talked about everything under the sun.
Literally.
It's been a great show, I have to say.
Y'all should all listen to the show and find out the Long Island's phone number and call him.
Yes, find out. I need y'all to call him.
He is a plumber with the magic stick.
Yeah, he will ghost you. He'll ghost you.
He will ghost you.
And he will lay the pipe.
So ghost him.
Ghost him.
So yeah, have him do some free work.
Yeah, this is your plumber in real life. So let him take care of all your plumbing needs and then ghost him.
I don't even know how that works.
Watch the show. Get his phone number. Give him a call.
Absolutely.
Give him a call. So again, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. It's been a ball. You can catch me every single Tuesday night, 6 to 8. Talk time with Ash and Nicole only on WTMH. Slide in my DMs, y'all, if y'all got any questions or any topics for next week.
Or you want to be the DM of the week.
Or be the DM of the week. Y'all know how that works. So everybody have a good night. Stay warm. Pound, what's the price? Pound, sex lives matter.
Pound, TGIF. Tongue goes in first.
That's it.
Okay, it's time to go.
Hey, what's the asking price?
I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will see you guys next Tuesday.
Peace.
Smell it. Hey,
don't smell it because it might not
smell. Success.
I got on deodorant, I'm sure.
Talk about. Oh, what up, Facebook Live?
You are now listening to Stupid Dope, Fresh Show with the Mine and Jerry. Now I'm Kim Joyce. Yeah.